Yeah, what up? Sorry, man, I'm a bit late. Cinco de Mayo weekend, blood. I got my Macon look on, you know what I'm saying? What's up, man? What's up? Let's talk about the fights. What's going on? Who's there? Who's there? Which one of you haters is there? The tunnelers. Are you here? Yeah, man. Great to see everybody. All two of you. Yeah, man. What's going on? Who we got for the big fights? Who you got for the big fights? Without further ado, it says he's first. Yeah, good. You are first, bro, but he's still here, blood. Are you still here, blood? Where's Prince Patel? Where's Sam Stroller? I know Tan Booth is lurking because he loves it. Pussy hole. Yeah, do you like my Cinco de Mayo outfit? Weps89. What's up, my boy from Ireland? The most beautiful country in the world. Very green. You staying up for it now, bro? I'm gonna do what I'm doing with the I know I should, but I just it'd be good to do a live, but I think it'll be like hang on a minute. I gotta get this right. Me mask. It's a Cinco de Mayo, Day of the Dead mask. Do you like it? I think no, but if I wake up in the middle of the night, I will put it on a stream and I will check it out. I can't believe it's like pay-per-view and that. In America, it's like $100 or something stupid like that. $80, man. How can you be so easy to rinse? I mean, surely everybody knows about streams these days. Shit, I lit the wrong end. Fuck. Blood clot. I lit the wrong end. I burnt myself too. Fuck that shit. They're the dead, Chubby. That's right, man. That's right. Do you know what? Like, Mexico is a Catholic country, but they still believe in their pagan stuff. I had a friend who went to Mexico, and he said, he met some people that go down the mines and shit. And he said, when they go down there, they worship the devil. There's a lot of very, very satanic stuff there. They need to be regulated by my boy Ryan Garcia. Shorty will be 5 or 6 of them, yeah. Like I said, if I happen to wake up around that time, like I did with the Ryan Garcia fight, I'll check it out. But Munguia has big problems fighting off the back foot, says Chinchilla. Hey, brother, where are you, Chinchilla? What's going on, blood? Yeah. I'm going still at this point for Canelo on points. But the weird thing is this. I've been... Right, so Munguia looks way bigger. I'm not just talking about his height. He's got 4 inches on Canelo. But if you look at the press conferences and weigh-ins, like he's beefier. Canelo looks like he's struggled at the weight, even though he came in way under. So I don't know, man. But I've been fooled before when I've gone for the taller guy. I'm thinking, he's got all these advantages, and then he got beaten up. So I still think Canelo will win on points. He's not a fighter who takes risks. $90. Right. And you need to have an existing DAZN account. Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned that. $90. And, like, what's on the undercard? People I don't really care will know about. Mario Barrios. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass, man. Hang on. Yeah. I mean, I'm not interested in the undercard. I'd watch it if I'm awake. But I won't be. But the Canelo fight is the only fight that's really important. But at least I don't think there's any women's fights. At least not like big ones. Big ones. There's no such thing as a big women's fight. They're whack. Should be in general, who's stronger, powerlifters or strongmen? Strongmen have to be, because powerlifters train for strength, but it depends what it depends what kind of competition it's in. The thing is about strongman is very varied, all the things they do, so they have to be strong everywhere and quite fit, at least explosive, whereas powerlifters are basically prepared just for certain exercises, like you know, bench press, squat, all this kind of stuff. So I don't think you can tell. I hope Prince Patel comes alive. Well, I've been chatting to the Prince, man. He's very cool, man. He said he'll come on, but he said, what do I do? And I go, what do you mean, man? He goes, how do I come on? Do I need an account? I said, yeah, use your account, but you don't need one. Just come on. Yeah. You know, I said, listen, Sonny Edwards and Emperor Michael managed to do it, so I'm sure you'll work it out. He's like, yeah, okay. Not lacking around all this matrix stuff. It doesn't know that top twat is on the wrong side. Andrew Tate is wrong. Yeah, but Andrew Tate is just being controversial. I would never listen to that idiot. F him and his brother, his fruity brother. Tony Laurie, yes, Chubby. Would you say it's ugly? Charlie, yeah, Charlie Parsons is. He tried to buck up. You know, he said, "Oh." He gave me a private message. I don't know if you saw it on my Twitter. Check it out. My Twitters can be quite funny. And he like, he said, "Oh, I bet you're a virgin. Oh, you've got no friends, have you? Oh, I bet you're obsessed with me." And I was like, I was laughing. And he threatened me up because, hey, I bet if you show up to the next show when I'm that, you won't have the same energy. I said, you're 5'4", you midget. I'll destroy you. And then he blocked me. My boy Ramalef. Oh, by the way, I just want to say hi to my man. I missed it in the last live. Furq, aka my boy Mohammed N. Give me £10 through Cash App very kindly. Usually it comes up on my screen so I can just say what's up. But yeah, I haven't forgotten you, Furq, brother. Thank you, brother. It's much appreciated. You know, obviously the funds are what keeps the channel alive because the haters try and destroy things. And you can super chat, you can Cash App, you can BTC, you can LTC, blood. You can buy me a beer. Are you watching Pantera? No, I'm not. I'll watch it. I'll watch it the next day, but certainly not live. Where is it? Is it Brazil? I'll watch it the next day. Whenever they do these UFC fights outside of the United States, they're always whack. You know what I'm saying? They're always like, they're always kind of low-key fights. And these guys are flyweights. I don't know what the flyweight division is in UFC. It's not like boxing, but I mean, as the venerable Derek Chisora said, no one gives an F about the little guy's blood. You see McGregor's rant against Garcia, but it's like, well, it's very hypocritical. But, you know, everybody knows. When Conor McGregor goes on a rant, he's off his nut on Yale. So, I don't know. He's dissing Ryan because he hopes he can get a fight against Ryan. So, I mean, we can all see past that. It's getting to the point of cringe with all the corruption, batter kissing, mafia being. Sad to see boxing go away to the dodo. It is, but on the other hand, if boxing was brought down, then it means all bread and circus are getting brought down. And I'd be happy. So, I've got no problem with that happening. It's cringe. But this kind of stuff happened before. We just didn't realize it like we do now. The Tates, 2 CIA stooges. Yeah, their dad was a CIA agent. He admitted it. Charlie Parsons sounds like he always has a core in his... Ooh, he's a bum. He blocked me anyway. He tried to give it the big one. He tripped me up. You know, I laughed at him and then he cried and blocked. Oh, Milan, what's up, blood? Great to see you. Big up, Chubby. Yeah, thank you, bro. Big up to you. Big up to everybody on the chat. Oh, Baghdadi Paddy, my boy, my Irish boy. Oscar's utensil of choice, whisk or wooden spoon? No, he likes it big. He likes... A wooden spoon is not big enough. He wants something... He's a disgusting pervert. I unfortunately saw some of the photos of him in his kitchen, and it's just like... it looks like a setup as well, which it probably is, because that's what you got to do to be part of the elitist, but that's disgusting. Have you seen Gareth the Arsehole Davis with the all-seen eye tattooed in his arm? It doesn't surprise me. I hadn't seen that, no. But I've seen the way he dresses, and he pulls the symbols, and he's got a really whack website about himself. Yeah, I agree. UFC 301 card is whack. It is whack. I haven't even heard of majority of the people, you know, and I'm obviously a casual when it comes to UFC, but I usually know them. There's no heavyweight fights. I'm not interested. I watched the main one. What is it? Some Aussie guy. He's another guy, Brazilian, but I don't care. Charlie wouldn't have got the opportunities if he wasn't a downy inbred weirdo. I think there must be some nepotism there, right? Because these jobs can yield you a lot of money, a lot of power, a lot of influence. And why does some, I don't know how old he is, 25-year-old, 5'4" midget who's never boxed and who knows nothing about boxing and is a fool, why would he be given a chance? It can only be nepotism. Both Tates seem rather calm. Yeah, they're fruit as anything. Ramel, what do you prefer? Coffee with milk, tea, or black coffee? Tea. But otherwise, I quite like a latte. I mean, it's a bit, coffee. If I had to choose one drink, it had to be tea. Coffee's amounts. No offense, Chubby, you look like a Mexican that's in the sun way too. Imagine how much love, bruv. No gay, no homo. Yeah, imagine how Canelo is in the sun, man. He must go red. Tristan Tate's voice doesn't sound real to me. It's like he's trying to sound more like his brother. Yeah, I mean, obviously his brother's a top dog. I don't know much about Tristan. He's got more hair and he's got a better, let's see if I can find it. What's his face? Andrew Tate, right? He's got no. You got to respect the fact that whatever level he was a kickboxer, but he's he's got that weak chin. There you go. Look, this is what he looks like. That's what he looks like. This is what Andrew Tate looks like. I mean, he's just a fraud, and his brother just rides on the back of his. Charlie Parsons out there threatening man life like this. I mean, I put it on my what's it called? Twitter, right? And can you imagine getting threatened? He said, "Oh, you wouldn't dare show your energy if you came and saw me at a boxing show." I said, "You're 5'4". You've never boxed. You're retarded. I would destroy you. Bangdali Pally, the Eagle Gym, aka the Eagle Island, is a kid to PD's house. Bad boys for there's something weird there. I don't think it'll ever come out. Why? Because Brendan's regarded as a legend. They're doing a film on him, which also arouses suspicion. They're doing a Nazim film on him. You see Nazim's son, Adam Hamed, has turned pro, right? He's a bum. He will have the best training ever, the best PEDs. He beat up a 17-year-old Romanian guy they look like pulled out the sewers, living with Bruce Lee. You seen that? He was so bad. This guy he's got 1 win and 5 losses, all by KO, most of them in the first round. He lost, I can only find 3 amateur fights. He lost 2 of them. He's a bum. He also grasped me up when I stitched it, when I questioned him on Insta. I said, "Look, man, why are you talking big, man? You waxed a 17-year-old meth addict, a glue addict from the sewers of Budapest." Yeah. John Jones of Batman says, Website 89, acting extra frequently lately, people retrospectively looking back at sus behavior in years gone by. To call me a Jones presser, I'll make you my wife. Yeah, there's a video by him, a guy called MMA Guru or something, and it says, tries to expose him. There's not enough meat in there to be sure, but he's certainly very calm. And he said he was cruising the street looking for what do they call it, rough trade. Charlie would shit and break and hide by having security if you approach him. Well, not if I approached him. If Sonny Edwards approached him, he'd shit himself. He's a bum. He's more of a bum. Hatton son or Naz son. Well, that's going to be the big question. Now, it's quite hard to be a worse bum than Campbell and Hatton. He's awful. But Naz's son, he's got 3, and allegedly they're all going to turn pro, but they live in Dubai. They don't live in the UK. They live in Dubai. And, they just live the good life. And they have the best access to supplements, to training and stuff, but they're still whack. Yep. As Webb says, you're right. Nazim Sun will have the best, but won't do anything. No. But the good thing is we can look forward to him getting knocked out in style, flattened. Isn't that YouTube Fed doing something with the England gym? I don't know. I think he's got links. There's definitely links there. The whole thing's exceptionally corrupt. Ramal F, is there any woman of any level, UFC or boxing, who would beat you despite you being much bigger in a street fight? Not boxing, no. They're all rubbish, awful, terrible. No, not boxing, no. MMA, possibly. Because if you get a woman who's 10 stone and who knows jiu-jitsu, I don't know a lot about jiu-jitsu, you know. I might be entangled by her legs and arm barred. You know, I've only done a couple of MMA training sessions, right? And I felt comfortable, but that was years ago. Unfortunately, I was like, right, I'm going to do this MMA properly, but I got into drugs. I remember my first MMA training session. I went there, I felt good. I didn't know what I was doing, but I felt good. And this guy, we did stand-up. Obviously, stand-ups excelled at. But I didn't know much about the ground fighting. And eventually, I tried to put this guy in a heel lock, and I didn't know what it was. But he eventually, I don't know, choked me, I think, or I think my armbar thing. But I've also been in a fight with a guy in a boxing gym, and he put me in an armbar. And I was like, damn, it was very quick. Just grabbed the arm, whoop, and I managed to flip over and sit on him. And like, boom, boom, boom. I said, you're finished, bro. Everyone was watching in the gym. But I don't really know jiu-jitsu. So there is a possibility that a woman, Ronda Rousey, let's say if she weighed 12 stone or whatever she weighs now, she could put me in an armbar. Yeah, it's possible. But I'd probably knock her out when she's throwing her whack punches. Who's expected more, Corey? Fuhrer, Sam Stoller seen them very close, especially the brown ones. Joe Frazier's son was a decent boxer, but he had no chin. Marvis Frazier, he had more than one son who boxed. Joe Frazier. It was Joe Frazier Jr., but I think he was a welterweight. He had an okay career. Let me have a look. He had an okay career, but Marvis Frazier was a decent fighter, a decent amateur, but he was a good boxer, But Joe tried to mold him into being a left hooker and pushed him too quickly. And then he weighed about, 201 pounds when he faced Larry Holmes, who knocked him out in a round. Tyson knocked him out in 30 seconds. But Marvis was a decent fighter. Look at his amateur career. Naz's son had 0 amateur fights. No, apparently he's had 3 on Box Rec. He lost 1 to utter bums, like no names. He lost 2, and 1-1. But, I mean, that's Box Rec. I don't know, man. You can't tell that much. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a bum. Web, so, are you back in time? What, you mean like Munguia Canelo? Canelo on points. Munguia looks big, but he's moved up in weight. He's obviously 4 inches taller. But he also looks more big at the weight. Canelo weighed in 1.5 pounds lighter than 168. I still have Canelo winning on points. He's a clever guy. Munguia is kind of easy to hit. I don't see a 33-year-old Canelo being that much past his peak. He's been boxing since he was 15, but still. He doesn't take that many punches, and he's very professional. Conor Bond's an absolute bum without PDs. Yeah, you remember that French guy almost knocked him out, and then he hit the PDs, and suddenly he started doing okay. I mean, PDs make so much difference. I told you. I tried Debo. It was like being Superman. Yeah, and I think they're all cheating to an extent. What's his name? Devin Haney, Floyd Mayweather. They all did IV drips. To rehydrate 30 pounds. It's ridiculous, man. Guy like Lomachenko doesn't get involved in the weight cutting game. So he's fighting guys that are like 20 pounds more than him and still beating him up. Yeah, I agree. He is a bit one-dimensional, but he's still good enough. His head movement's quite good. The judges will be on his side, so. No one said how Nas pretends to be a proud Arab as Mrs. is a white bird. Yeah, also, he's got the Mrs. and the story is, he met her when they were kids and they've been together since they were at school. This is nonsense. He cheated on her all the time, man. He had loads of idiots. I met one, there's a so-called model, and she's like, Nas is coming. He never did. She goes, I go out with Nas. I was like, you're proud of this? You're proud of going out with a 5'4" midget? Michael Malone, these second-generation fake boxers are taking opportunities from upcoming boxers, not right. Right. And that's another big problem in modern boxing. It's not just that. It's all the women boxers. So, you know, they actually had a press conference for Queensberry, right? A press conference to announce what? Oh, Chantel Cameron is signing with us. And so is Adam Hamed. Adam Hamed is whack and novice. And Chantel Cameron, who's fat, useless, shiny-faced. She looks like a tomato. Her face was all shiny. You know, and what, you actually held a press conference, that nonsense? Boxing's ruined by these second-generation fake boxers. And they've always been around, just not as much as before. But the public are so gullible, man. But the worst is the women. I was invited to an event, and I said, and then 2 women fights before the main event. I go, there's no way I'm watching that. I'm sorry, blood. Gay J will be a bum with that PEDs. Absolutely. And he's got a TUE. He put on 14 pounds in 6 weeks of pure muscle. This is impossible without PEDs. Okay, guys? Don't be ignorant. Of course, Joshua isn't doing PEDs. He's never failed a test. It's his genetics. Don't be so ignorant. Sick of this fucking mug. Hey, guys. I'm just saying I'd beat all the women champions, and I've only trained boxing 4 months. Almost certainly, especially if you're above a certain weight, like, they're so bad. You know, they're showing Chantal Cameron, and she's shadow boxing like that. She's worse than Ronda Rousey, and you're like, really? This is the best you can do? Chantal Cameron's very sweaty. Yeah, she looks like a tomato, a waxed tomato. She's utter bum. I've been rinsing her. I'm sure she'll block me soon. Alex fella, big up. Yeah, what up? Big up to you, brother. What's going on, bro? What are your thoughts on the weekend's action? Oh, here we go. I feel Munguia might win this on points. Canelo hasn't had a real test as Bivol, and he got his head boxed off. Yeah, but Bivol was 175 and a very skilled boxer. I remember when the odds came out, I was like, I've got to go for Bivol points, but I didn't because I just thought they would cheat Bivol, but ultimately he lost. You know, like Otto Wallin, I don't know much about him. He's a pussy hole. He's a mug. He's an old driller. He is naive. Hey, guys, hey, of course you can be a woman and still have a dick. Don't be so ignorant. He's an idiot. You know, he doesn't do no PEDs because, hey, I don't need no PEDs to win. Hey? Of course, Joshua's not doing PEDs. She's never failed a test. He's an idiot, bro. If you need to watch some videos, I'm bored of slating him. Otto all Jillian Wallin with this shifty mask. He's the biggest clown. Like I told you, all Swedish guys, they had the perfect country, more or less, apart from the weather, and they messed it up for diversity. Okay, guys, but look at the food. What a mug. You know, I've got no time for idiots like him. And his bird works with JP Morgan as in the diversity division. So what does that tell you? Well, it tells you he's a mug. Otto's a white liberal, yeah, but pathetically so. And he believes that stuff. He's so low IQ and so naive and so programmed. Wallin is a racist, equating Joshua's muscularity to Yarba genetics. You should put that to him and see what he says. Because no, but Otto, you're racist because you're saying Joshua's muscularity is simply due to his genetics. Okay, guys. F Otto. He's the biggest bum in boxing. Well, actually, there's a few, to be honest. He's not as big a bum as, what's his face? Who's the biggest bum in boxing? Campbell and Hatton. Alex, fella, how do you think Canelo beats Crawford? Would go, oh, Canelo's too big. Crawford's a good boxer, but I think I wouldn't say overrated. He's very good, but the weight difference, in my opinion, is too much for him. It's too much for him. He might even get stopped. He's fighting Israel Madrimov. I think he's from Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. and he's a very good fighter. I said possibly he's the next Triple G. He's vicious. He can punch. He's methodical. He's ruthless. But he's only had, I think, 10 or 11 fights. So he's the underdog. But I think he's got a chance, Madrimov. The other one who's got a chance is Lewis Ritson. He's Paddy Donovan. That's something to look at. You get 8-1. How do you think Ryan Garcia PEDs? Do you think the Ryan Garcia PEDs situation is suspicious? Of course. Henry works with Victor Conte, who's a known cheat. Victor Conte helped set up VADA, who allegedly, the voluntary, anti-doping association, who allegedly are the most reliable and trustworthy testing. And yet they're set up by Victor Conte, who's had loads of fighters under him who work for SNAC, which is his, athletic performance, organization, which just means he tells them how to pass tests and he fills them with tests. And loads of his fighters or guys that have been under him have failed. Yeah, it's just a joke. They just anybody who thinks boxing testing or at least any kind of PD testing in sports is real is deluded. There's an even bigger bum, Harley. Prince Patel said he might fight him. So Harley Ben is another fraud. No one will give a rat's ass without his name. And I'm bored of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing boxing bills that I'd go to. And I go to the bills, as you know. And they are stuffed full of women boxers and sons of good boxers. And it's no good, man. Yeah, if they're similar rate, be interesting. Yeah, Canelo's too heavy. Yeah, I believe so. I believe he's a genuine super middleweight now. Have you seen Max Jenkins sparring 19-year-old light heavyweight? No battle. He gets absolutely bad. Yeah, but Max Jenkins is a bum. I think he's given up. I think he realizes I'm a bum. I'm limited. Chubby was right. I got exposed. No one cares about me. I'm fat. I'm an ex-drug addict or a current drug addict. Yeah, he's a bum. Palmer Parade. What up, Chubby? Ryan Garcia is a massive tip. Many people are ignoring the missed weight, but then he pops as well. Muppet. Palmer, you're too experienced to actually believe in drug testing and boxing. The thing is, he passed like 4 VADA tests and he put it up on his Instagram beforehand, before he failed. And he passed, and suddenly he pops on the day. It's very suspicious. And they didn't announce it until afterwards. Missing the weight, yeah, you could have a go at that, no doubt. But I don't care. He beat up the weight cheat, Devin Gainey. He used to use IV drips to bulk up by 30 pounds. He's a bum. Does Javante Davis take it in the battle? Well, he certainly acts like it. I asked Sam Stroll, I said, let's say, yeah, what's up, bro? He goes, oh, I'm really good. What's going on? I said, oh, hi, Sam. I said, do you think? I said, look, your gaydar must be pretty good. He goes, oh, it's beautiful. It's excellent, especially for brown men. I said, okay. I said, Javante Davis, is he a Batman? He goes, 100%. I said, is he a top or bottom? He goes, definitely a bottom. Definitely a bottom. So there you go. Don't know snap boxes are blood transfusions done in the past. Well, exactly. That's another thing. Andy Ruiz, who I like, and he gave me one of the best results and funnest fights in boxing. So I can never hate on him when he beat up Gay J. His ex-girlfriend put a bunch of videos out, and there's pictures of him getting an IV drip. So, and obviously he doesn't need to make the weight. So he's not, he doesn't need to make the weight. So he's not having to rehydrate. It's to wash out the system. Gay Weather did it. Haney, one of them guys. Thank you, brother. Good point. I've heard of people saying that Beterbiev pulled out the fight because due to miscalculated drug cycle. Do you think the big lad is on PEDs? Well, I don't know. He had some adverse findings. But it's funny, like all these guys that fail, that there's a lot of a reason why a lot of them seem to be fighting Eddie Hearn's fighters. It's like he's got a bit of pull there. Yeah, Eddie Hearn fighters, when they fail, he defends them, Eddie Hearn. But when other guys fail, he's like, oh, they're a cheat. He's a scumbag. Did Bateria miss his drug? Yeah, it's very possible, bro. It's very possible. I mean, unless you haven't got a brain like Otto Wallin, the naive Swedish quitter, you know, you have to be doing PEDs. Otherwise, at the minimum, you're losing 30%. I told you I did D-bol, and I cannot tell you, which is Dylan White's favorite drug. I can't tell you the difference. I got roid rage, but yeah. I reckon Haney's a far bigger cheat than Garcia, says Michael. Yeah. He certainly is. He's just big pals with Victor Conte and Snack. Yeah. So they haven't, of course he hasn't failed the test. Doping's ruined sports, says James. Yeah. It's been going on for years, but it's now more, it's not everywhere. And also the weight cutting. The weight cutting has really spoiled things. So you get a guy like Vasyl Lomachenko, who I think is old school. He doesn't, I'm pretty sure he don't do no PEDs. She might be, I don't know. But, you know, he doesn't do the weight cutting thing. And he walks in, the guy's 20 pounds heavier, you know, and he still beats him. Devin Haney's awful one-dimensional weight belly with no chance. Yeah, and he had that party. I'm still the champion. What a bum. Is any of the Canelo undercard authority? There's Mario Barrios. There's a bunch of Hispanics. I'd say not really, but there might be some good fights. I say if someone on the PED, they should all be on them. Like the 90s with Juiced Up Robots, late 90s. Yeah. But it's all corrupt. It's all about money. Listen, do you honestly think when there's tens of million pounds at stake, hundreds of millions, right, that it's going to be completely fair and people aren't going to corrupt things? Of course they are, man. People sell their own grandmother for $1,000. What? And people aren't going to rig things, yeah, to make 10 mil? Come on, bro. James Foster, I avoid watching sports. What are sponsors of gambling companies? And apparently they have a big pull on what happens. Yeah, allegedly, they will. The result that benefits them is more likely to happen. Apparently, the guy beat Sonny Edwards is also saying, "Oh, Bam Rodriguez." You know, Sonny spoke up about it. You know, Sonny's quite based, and he spoke up about it until after the fight, and then they're all pals and hugging, and he hasn't spoken about it. I'm a bit disappointed with Sonny. I think he's probably given a warning. Just stop talking about that, Sonny, because before the fight he was going like that. Yeah, all right, Bam. All right. Bam does the IV, and it gave him a big advantage. So Sonny spoke out against him, but suddenly he stopped after he lost, and that was, you know, a bit disappointing. But you know, you can't fight. You can fight the system, but you'll be destroyed, man. You think Dylan White, Lamar Scott still get loves? Very possibly. I haven't really kept up with what they're doing, so I don't know. But maybe they've had a beef, you know, like AKA Skins and Gay J. I think Josh is the most obvious PD cheat, but his fans and sissies natural. Yeah, Jimmy, thank you. I put it on my Twitter, and there's guys going, "Oh, look at Josh. Yeah, he's so admirable. He's had all these defenses. He's done this. He's done that. He's gold medal, and he's never cheated." Unlike Ryan Garcia, I'm like, how could you be such a normie? He put on 14 pounds of pure muscle in 6 weeks. This is impossible. Usually, even with PEDs, that's considered impossible if you speak to a bodybuilder. Right? But he still managed it. Dillian the bum snatcher White and Baby Ting the Brixton batter, man. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of weird, man. Guys, I'm just going to get my vape. Give me a second. I'm going to drain the lizard and get my vape. So keep talking. If you want, you give me a super chat. You know? Because this is a channel full of funds. This is a channel full of funds. The funds run the channel. This is what I think of you, Ben Whitaker, and your boyfriend Cobbs. You make me sick. You're a bum. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bitch. Okay. I trained the lizard, and now I've got my vape. Now we're going to get high. What's up? What's up with that? Anthony Joshua goes on all them cringe late night shows like Jonathan Ross and Graham. Yeah, he's 100%. And he's flashing signals all the time. He's a bum. He's got TV. He'd be, okay, if he was natural, he'd probably be top 100, top 50 maybe, and that's it. Tony Maloney, you think that Gay Jay will come out and retire? But yeah, 100%. That's part of the deal. You don't get given everything, right? If you're a sportsman or a musician or an actor, you don't get given everything. You got to give something back. And that means you got to push the agenda, which is back to business and other stuff. Yeah, definitely. And it'll happen. People go, oh, I remember Chubby told us about it. Yeah, I told you about that like in 2019. Conte, James Foster. Founded back on 1984. He's the OG of doping sports, right? Remember Marion Jones? That's right. Barry Bonds plus Tiger Woods and Holyfields were clients. Right. Only East Germans were at it earlier. Yeah. And East Germans are very big on doping up women because it's a lot easier to pump women full of tests. Yeah. But the Americans were terrible. You know, like 1988 was the famous Seoul Olympic final, 100 meters with Ben Johnson and Carl Lewis, the Batman. And every single person, and it was like, oh, Ben Johnson's a cheat. Every single person who ran in that race has failed a drug test. Calvin Smith, Linford Christie. Remember, Linford Christie was a decent sprinter. Only in his 30s did he start doing well. Why? Because he juiced. And I don't blame him. Of course. Why? When everyone else is doing it, you know what I'm saying? And probably fake cry out when he comes up to it, all the cringe lefties were talking about how brave he is. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing an interview with Philip Schofield. And Philip Schofield was married and he'd been shagging underage guys, allegedly, or certainly grooming them. And he came out, oh, and they went, oh, he's so brave. And there's some black guy, a rapper, and he goes, oh, Philip, you're so brave. We're so... we are so humbled by your courage. And this guy's been shagging up, well, probably getting guys shagging him up the arse behind his wife's back. And they're pushing it. It's sickening, man. AW, do you think Usyk is capable of stopping Fury? Yes, certainly capable, but very unlikely. I think it'll go the distance. Tyson Fury can be vulnerable to the chin, but he's got great, recovery. Usyk's not a huge puncher. It's possible, but not a very big percentage, bro. Well, Shane Bolt was definitely juicy. Had an HGH cut, yeah. Also, like in Jamaica, that's how all these great sprinters and stuff like that come from Jamaica. Now, there's only something like 3.5 million Jamaicans, man. And yet they do so well. Because what they do, Jamaica's quite, parts of it are quite dangerous, I'm told. And Usain Bolt and all them guys would go to the hills, go to the jungle and train. And the testers wouldn't dare to go there. So they would just pass the test. Schofield is sick. Yeah, one of the worst. I'm glad Schofield and Holly Willoughby are gone now, unbearable. Yeah, but unfortunately they won't be totally gone, especially not with Holly Willoughby. She's cute. She could have been a sweet, like, little nice wife. Instead, she's a sellout. Schofield is a disgusting pervert. Like Pastor Dr. Martin Semper says, he probably eats the poo-poo. Sick guy. By the way, if anyone wants to give me a super chat, please do. Because this is a fun, sported channel. Because I get attacked by disgusting people. So, yeah, feel free. I think Jamaica's murder rate went up something like 15 times since the British left. Yeah, and people in charge like to spin a narrative. If the data, right, disputes the narrative, they just want to get out. It's like South Africa, the murder rate has gone from, apparently the murder rate under apartheid was 20,000 full stop, and now it's about 60,000 a year. But obviously, the mainstream media narrative is, oh, it's great, we beat apartheid. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure them 60,000 a year murder victims and their family are really happy about that. Graham Norton, Alan Carr got their own shows from being sickos. Yeah, of course. I just, there's a meme, right? And it's a Pepe or an Apu, and it says, just stop caring. But it's a bit hard to do, man. You just got to be aware of the sickness and steer your loved ones away from it, steer yourself away from it. I don't know how people couldn't watch them. But this is what they do, right? When they want to push narratives, they'll introduce people who are part of that community they're pushing, and they will ensure that they come across as likable, and they might even be the butt of jokes in series, like in the 70s, but they'll introduce them, and then people will be like, oh, but they're so nice. Oh, this seems really nice. Oh, look, this person in EastEnders is really nice. So what if he's gay? This is how they manipulate people, because most people are idiots. And the TV is the ultimate brainwashing technology, right? It's an audiovisual programming machine that implants false beliefs and false memories. Remember Floja? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, she was ridiculous. She had 10.49 in 100 meters. She died of a heart attack age 39 or whatever. Heike Dressler was another dope, no problem. Katrina Krabber, yeah. Katrina Krabber was kind of hot though, so I'll let it go as long as she's off the test. Yep, plus Palmer, 70 to 90k rapes in South Africa and 400k private security, which is larger than the army. But it's great because now we can't be called racist anymore. I mean, imagine thinking it's better to have an additional 50, 60,000 murders a year than it is to have a system which says you guys stick with your guys and you other guys stick with your guys. It's bullshit, man. Yeah, great. Oh, further to television. Well, I call it Illuminati TV, and it's all a lie. And it's a programming machine. Like I said, in a normal life without TV, what you see, what you hear, affects how you think. But now you get implanted with false memories and false urges. I say more advanced. Yep, Jimmy, you're right. Yeah, show program. What do you mean, man? It ain't show. It ain't show friends. It's show business. That's from Jerry Maguire, which isn't a bad film. It's not just TV; it's video. Yeah, and even absolutely everywhere. But video games are some of the most not only is it audio visual, but it's interactive. So yeah. But for a bit, video games would fight back because they were nerds and they weren't considered that important. But now they're pushing it, yeah. Palmo, did you see the Channel 4 documentary about all white Orania and Saturday? Yep, it's like a nice, but yeah, it's lovely. But apparently it's racist and terrible, even though there's zero criminality virtually. It's got families, it's got communities that are supporting. It's terrible because it's only evil white people. It's a joke, man. It's like with all the shitty London mayor. Can't believe Sadiq Khan is in. Yeah, I seen a guy. Let's see if I can find it, man. This is insane, man. I thought this can't be real, but apparently it is. So this guy said this, right? Let's see if I can find it, man. And he claimed to be a Christian. Oh, yeah. One guy, James, says about Sadiq Khan, he had to overcome racism, blame, lies, death threats, and a host of insults hurled at him. But today, he proved the majority of London still have faith in him to lead and represent our great city, and rightly so. 3 in a row. Our mayor, Sadiq Khan, that was even a worse one. Gareth Davis, not Gareth A. Davis, but another one goes, I'm a non-practicing Christian, and I live in Wales. But I said a prayer. I said a prayer this morning for Sadiq to win the London mayoral election. I can't help but feel that my sense of humanity will be lifted a little bit if he won. I mean, these are the morons you have to deal with, man. Yeah, good point. In my mum's country, El Salvador, the home of MS-13 had the highest murder rate. Now 70,000 alleged gangsters are in jail out of the population of 7 million. And I say, yeah, I mean, look, I don't necessarily agree with too much aggressive military-style police, and the police are not to be trusted. But also, Rudolph Giuliani cleaned up New York, which is very dangerous. Similarly, but then you get places like Sweden that have very good rehabilitation programs, a low recidivity rate, whatever it's called. Well, until recently, but for Swedes it worked, but not for non-Swedes. You know, different peoples have different need to be treated in different manners, man. Very nice. Dia de los Muertos outfit should be. Yeah, it's my. That's right. I told you, like in Mako, like, you know, they're Catholic, but a lot of them still support, or they will do sacrifices and prayers to demons, to spirits and stuff like that. It's very weird, man. People complain about BBC protecting Savile, but still pay their license fee. Of course, because as long as they can watch their stupid gay football on TV, they don't care, man. Absolute piss take. The main problem is stupid Ule zone. Makes no difference to anything. I mean, it's another way to scam people for money, and you know, people don't care as long as they watch EastEnders, their football, and have a few pints in the pub. This is the kind of pathetic people we're dealing with. I've noticed that general public is getting fed up. Is it too late to fight back? It's never too late. The problem is, we got maybe the best 20% of red pill people, probably a lot less. But that's not enough. You need more than that. You need 60-40. I don't see anything changing. Evil white people trying to white flight away from murders. I know, like if you this is one of the media narratives. Yeah, if an area that's traditionally like Brixton or whatever, the Bronx or Brooklyn, that's traditionally ethnic, if white people move in, they're evil and they're gentrifying it, right? But if white people move out of dangerous areas, and go, let's get out of here, they're evil for moving out. You just can't win. And obviously, there's no logic in it. I mean, if you think there's never any logic in it, that's not the point. They just keep feeding these guys brains. They've got an initiative, they've got a goal, they've got a plan, and it doesn't matter what nefarious and lying narratives they push. It doesn't matter because people are idiots, largely. That's what I thought, bro. And maybe they are, but it was so ridiculous. It's so split lefties and libtards. I mean, they're the biggest idiots and so easily programmed. I mean, they actually believed in media and politicians and TV and adverts. Palmer, we've got to have a neighbour. Putting your more reliable rot is really working, even when it's Tories that bring them in for you. Yeah. But that's the point. It's a false dichotomy. It's a false dichotomy. Oh, you got left and right. You got evil Tories and the Labour that are very liberal and left. It's all. There's not. Liberals are the least liberal people I know. They just like push what they want to and say everything else is racist or bigoted or homophobic. They're the least open-minded people there are, and yet they claim it's so ridiculous. But the point is this. That you know, these idiots. I mean, the narrative remains the same. It doesn't matter if Labour are in power or if the Tories are in power. The same ends will still be met. It's a slightly different route, and that fools people. It's the illusion of choice, the illusion of democracy. You feel me? El Salvador's president is a man. I need to look into it, Palmer. I mean, the thing is, right? I don't agree with fascist Popo and the Popo, but if you get the results, then you have to think, well, you know. Steve Jones, Sex Pistols, doesn't care about politics. Yes, he said we have a choice. The choice is Pepsi or Coke. Yeah, that's not a bad quote, but it's easy to be. I got a friend, right? And he earns very well. He's got a very good job. He lives in a Manhattan flat worth millions. And he goes to BLM. This idiot goes to BLM. Pro BLM. I said, you do realize it's just backed by George Soros. It's all fake. If he goes to pro BLM meetings or whatever and brings his girls and go, we Black Lives Matter to us. I'm like, and he sends his girls to £40,000 a year to schools. I said, why don't you send them to the Bronx? And, you know, it's a joke. So Steve Jones it may be right, but he doesn't care because he's sitting in his, you know, rich house. He doesn't care, you know. It's terrible. As you're looked down upon being normal, now having normal life, wife and children. Yeah, it's apparently taking out the batty hole is really good. Even though it leads to all kinds of problems, like shitting yourself. Managed democracy, yeah. Naive Bokule. Who's Naive Bokule, bro? Oh, DH Bedford. I look in a week or two. Boxing is boring. He says, yeah, I'm not even excited about. I'll watch it the next day, but Canelo Munguia, I'm like, so what? It's a Canelo points win. I might be wrong. I might be surprised. Will people fall for that long time stuff? Yeah, because they'll be scared into doing it. They'll be told. There's this guy, right? I can't remember his name, and I trolled him. No, sorry, I didn't troll him. I just made a comment. Now he lost his wife, confirmed because of the jibber jabber. Yeah, and they won't get paid any compensation, and they got kids. But he still goes, I'm still not an anti-vaxxer. So think about that. The jibber jabber killed his wife, confirmed, and took the mother away from the kids, and they're getting no compensation, but he's still not against it. How could you be that insane? Let's have a super chat, please, bloods. Let's have a super chat. If you don't want attention-seeking pronoun muppets, then you look down upon. They need mental sports that messed up 10 years ago. None of this shit was going. It wasn't. But they've been attacked with so much psychologically disturbing, you know, initiatives, and not to mention all the stuff that's going in their body, you know, pesticides, you know, aspartame. So come on, man. Difficulties, go on, mush. On form tonight. You tell, yeah, bruv, because we have to be real, and someone has to speak. I might have a small audience, but at least they're real. And those that are new, like, you know, and those that didn't see the truth, hopefully will see the truth, man. You know, like Boxing Classics HQ. Did you see the thing a while ago where two batty mans filmed a disgusting tape in Congress? Witness it, yeah. I mean, obviously I didn't watch it. I can't sully my mind by watching that disgusting. And then there's the Spanish. No, was he French? I think it was Spanish. A politician, right? A batty man. And he was filmed eating his own feces. You know. They don't see him on Crick, no space, free.live. Crick.live. I don't. Have a look. Did Sonny punch your front tooth out boxing? Really? Sonny's never punched anyone's front tooth out. Why are you going to punch my front tooth out? Do I have live sports, even pay-per-view? What are you talking about, bro? Oh, on Crick. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's a variety of them, you know. I look forward to the weekend's boxing. Munguia will make it exciting. Plus, Inoue is on Monday. Yeah, Inoue. Right, you know, Japan, they've got something like 10 or 9 world champions. You know, and they've always been super successful. But it's only in the bottom weights. And they all look the same. And they don't speak no English. And, you know, no, in the words of the venerable Derek Chisholm, no one gets an F. No one gets an F about the little guys. So I don't. In a way, because of the hype. If you didn't have a hype as much as he is, I wouldn't even really know who he is. But yeah, I'll watch it. It'll be on about 12 p.m. or something like that. 11 a.m. in the United Kingdom if you want to watch. Do you think the West on the Verge collapse should be? Well, that's what they're going for. Now there's and they made no secret of this. Add order out of chaos. So they want to break everything down, smash everything, and then rebuild and pretend that they're saviors. I tried to write died from the Big Sonny came on chat. Sonny did come on chat, and I appreciate that actually. I quite like Sonny. But he got the ump with me because I just made a couple of jokes. He's quite thin-skinned, Sonny, although he loves rinsing people. I tried to write the guy from Jam wants to delete my comment. No surprise, brother. We're all being censored. We're all being censored, blood. Pastor Martin Semper would never told a lie. They eat the poo-poo, like ice cream. Yeah, he's right. Quick as shit, get yourself dodgy fast. Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't. I've been offered it, but I don't really leave the basement that much, so I don't care about Inues. He's too small, right? And in boring weight divisions. There's no competition of depth. It's like women's division. Exactly. Listen, man. I used to have a lot of friends. I've still got some. I don't know a single guy who weighs like under 10 stone. You know what I'm saying? There are a couple in the boxing gym, midgets, but you just these people, man. Have a dinner. You have a good dinner. You got 3 weight divisions. It's a joke, man. No one cares. But they're way superior to women's boxing. Way, way superior. Yeah, anyway, not even in a new way. Give me Sonny Edwards beat every single women's boxing alleged world champion there is. Believe that. Believe that. The poo-poo video is hilarious, but the guy said it's totally right. I agree. Yeah, I remember when it came out, and I found it so funny that someone could talk so blatantly. I wasn't yet fully red pill, but obviously I was. But I think I thought they removed it from YouTube, but and they will insert the hand into the other man's hand, into his anus, and they go deeper. Yeah, it's sick, man. People put it in his pound. It is rubbish. He's tiny. He picked up by Chisora and flung around the ring. Well, exactly. And you can say, oh, it doesn't matter. We got weight divisions for a reason. Yeah, whatever. But there should be no flyweight divisions. There should be no bantamweight. The divisions should start at 135 pounds only, lightweight. If you can't be that big, then just do a bit of weights, do a bit of PEDs, and eat. Because, I mean, like I said, Dave Allen, who's at his level, decent, would crush gay weather in a round. The elite had President Magufuli of Tanzania whacked in 2021. Yeah, it was highly skeptical of the vaccine. Yeah, absolutely. And it happened in a few African countries. The African countries, unbelievably enough, were the most based when it came to the jibber jabber and other things like back to business. Why are you gay? Greatest interview. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Pound is pointless. You'll never see a midget in a ring with a heavyweight. It's pointless. Not only is it pointless, it's 100% subjective. And you get guys, Jim. Oh, if I was a heavyweight, they're like a lightweight. If I was a heavyweight, I'd be so superior. You're like, but you're not. You're not a light. You're a lightweight. You're not a heavyweight. If you did go to heavy, if you were a heavyweight, you'd be taking serious punches, right? You would not be as easily coordinated because the big guys are never as coordinated. There's not that many good dancers that are really big, are there? Apart from what's his name, Carl Froch's brother. But yeah, it is utterly pointless, and it's all subjective. There's only one king, and that's the heavyweight king, and he will kill anyone else. Thank you, but thank you. I just want to say, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I said thank you to my boy Mohammed N, aka Q in the house, who kindly gave me £10 cash app. I didn't get the notification till afterwards, but thank you, brother. God bless you. Do you think this conspiracy is the elite suppressing everyone's knowledge of the great scientist? If you don't know about Yaqub, then you've got to know, because they made up this the Nation of Islam, which was not. It would be considered apostates. They believed in weird UFOs, and apparently there was a scientist called Yaqub who had a big head and invented the evil white devil because he was a nerd and he got rejected by the black chads. I mean, and people actually believe that stuff. But the Nation of Islam is not Islamic, and it's what's his name? What's a guy called Malcolm X? He became a Sufi because he's like this. I don't believe this stuff. He became a Sufi and he got waxed soon afterwards. But yeah, Yaqub, he's a great scientist, blood. Well, the same guy was the second guest on the Why Are You Gay video. I think Dr. Martin Semple was on it, but I haven't watched it for a bit. But Sonny was Clown Shields go to scorecards. Of course it would, bro. But Sonny would win. Sonny is so much more skillful, well schooled. Clown Shields is just terrible, man. Terrible. Timeline. Japan was one of the last civilized countries that hadn't had their culture tainted by mass immigration, even though opening the floodgates. Yeah, and the excuse is always, we've got an aging population. We need people. Immigration will save us. Like as if, and they are. It's unfortunate, especially with Pajits they're invited in. The problem with Japanese people is they're very obedient to the hierarchy, and there's a Frankist Master School that said, we're going to get the Japanese and Eastern Chinese to act as the middleman, because they are so used to obeying people above them, and it's very odd because they're very bright Japanese people, but they obey, and they lack creativity. Do you think these mRNA have secrets to make dark-skinned people infertile, black Africans, or any people with a high fertility rate? No, I don't think they're targeting black people specifically. The thing at all, the Chinese taking all, by the way, in Africa, but I think the main opponents to the elitists, to the Illuminati, are essentially European people, white people. But so they've got to destroy them first, and by any means necessary. The Illuminati will be able to destroy Africa through starvation, through disease, without a problem. When they decide to depopulate Africa, they'll just do it without a problem. But they want to get rid of the European first. But then as a cover, yeah, it's a George Soros funded thing. It's DI, so the elites will claim that everything to try and help black people. Yeah, but black people are getting woke. Getting woken up, and they're realizing we've been lied to. I've even found a clip from in the 1980s, right, in one of these talk shows, and some black guy stands up and he spits complete base stuff, and he gets shut down. So, and even Malcolm X did. But what happened to Malcolm X? Well, he got whacked. So, sperm counts in West down more than 60% to 70s because of hormones and the contraceptive pill syndrome. Oh, 100%. It's so obvious. If you go to big cities, especially go to London, right? Every girl in London has got huge tits. Why? Because there's so much female hormones, estrogen, in the water supply. They can't get it out. Well, they probably can. They just don't. Right, because it's part of the plan, and the fertility rates are way down. Yeah, I've noticed more and more alien videos recently getting recommended. Yeah, it's been going on for ages, and I look at the Independent, the Grony ad, the Sun, and the Mail, whatever, every day, just to know what they're pushing to the noise, and it's all the same. They just pretend it's different, right? And there's a lot of alien stuff. I don't think the fake alien, and it will be fake, when the fake alien landing happens, it will, I don't know, man. I'm guessing 2030, somewhere like that. Blood clot, misfire. Never buy a Chinese weapon. Blap. I don't know why, as I've never watched any video. Yeah, you get it again and again. And they produce these awful videos with these blurred shadows. And they go, oh, look, this is proof there's a UFO. They laugh at you as well. You don't understand. It's not just they want to misinform you. They want to laugh at you. By the way, it's been over an hour and not a single super chat or cash app or anything like that. I'm not hating. I don't want to sound like a tunneler. But this is a fans-supported channel. Japan getting strange, un-Japanese-like crimes all of a sudden. Yeah, who would have believed that? Japan's one of the safest countries in the world. Probably the cleanest, surely, right? There's a couple of weirdos, but it's a strange society. I've been there. I went to Osaka and Tokyo for business. I enjoyed it. I would have wanted to stay more. Having said that, it was very odd, and you can never be Japanese. But the good thing is, you know what I thought was cool? There's certain bars, they've got messages outside the bar. No women, no gaijin. Gaijin is like a non-Japanese. And you're like, I'm like, and they said, no, sorry, no, Gaijin, no. I was like, cool, man. And I was like, instead of running around and crying about racism, I was like, fine. I'm glad they got their own place. And why would I want to go in a place where, I'm not welcome? Of course I don't want to. I mean, people should have their own place. But we all know it's just part of the old, we all break down all barriers to, oh, my boy, I just have to give big up to my boy. I talk about my boy, Fur Q, yeah? My boy Fur Q, a.k.a. Mohammed N, has just given me a £10 cash app. Thank you, brother. God bless you. You're very generous. It's much appreciated. This is how we roll. This is how we do shit. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you very much for that. That's really kind. I'm going to give you a bit of love. No homo. So thank you for that, brother. You're very generous, my boy Mohammed. He's funny too. We get a good quality of fun here. Not like a Rikian. Why would any country look at the West and think, let's do that? I know. Well, they don't. If you look at the people in Poland and in Russia, they're like, this is in Kazakhstan, places in Asia, Islamic countries, they're discussing about it, but it's slowly going to get pushed on them. Why? Because the people that push it rule the media, they rule the education, they can rule the street protests. My boy, I knew it's Shane Mullers. When I see 66, I go, that's my boy Shane. That's my boy Shane. What's up, brother? How are you, bro? What's up with you? How's my boy Slag Team, man? Thank you very much, brother. Lenny, are you serious? What did Lenny say? They stopped. Oh, sorry, Lenny Person, stop me giving us credit for wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt to Silent Manners. Are you serious, bro? How do they do it? I mean, like what? I mean, you can obviously fight that, by the way. And usually, if you know the law, I've represented myself in court. If you know the law and know your case and don't back down, then generally they'll back down because they're like, we're not taking this on. But that's crazy, bro. Thank you, generous Muslim, and God bless you. Yeah. My boy Mohammed has been a fan for ages. He's been very generous, very humorous. My boy Tommy Gunn, 1979 in the house. Big up, Chubby. Yeah, what you doing, bro? It's great to see him, man. Shame Illuminati bongers. Nah. The thing is, them numbers, Shane's, I hope, is fooling around. He's been another extremely generous donor to the channel. You get me? We all need to thank him. Like Spencer Fearon said, we should all have a picture of Shane Bongos in our front room because of all he's done for the Chubby channel. You remember when Spencer Fearon said every boxing fan should have a picture of Daniel Kinahan by the entrance in the reception room because of what he's done for boxing. What a bum. Well, yeah, but the thing is, I hope he's joking, and also let's be clear, man. Let's be clear here, man. If you're a true Christian, yeah, and you got strength of faith and strength of character, these things can't destroy you. They can't freak you out. It doesn't bother me, man. Pummel Parade. Get yourself a half sandwich. Oh, thank you, brother. Bless you, man. Well, this bottle of wine costs $6.99. I am not a guy. I don't have high aspirations when it comes to drinking. So yeah, so you paid for. Well, obviously, YouTube will take away 60p of that, so 140. So you paid for almost a third of the Chubby's drink. So thank you, brother. God bless you. My boy Ferky as well. Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for the generosity, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Great to have you here. We accept everyone on the Chubby show, except normies, blue pillars, NPCs, and Batmans, okay? I'm glad you said get yourself half a shandy and not get yourself a hand shandy. I told you I almost got some pum-pum when I went to London, but there was a bit of a problem. I had to front some people and they bottled it. And by that time, the chance had gone, but I should have gone after it. Pum-pum before fighting. Surely. Is pum-pum before fighting? It has to be. Well, actually, no. It shouldn't be in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, defending your peeps is more important than pum-pum. Why the ones that fund migration want their borders closed? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want multiculturalism and immigration. We're not in their country. Thomas Bonin. I still get knocked out in the round by David Gay. Ironically, minorities are disproportionately most negatively affected by decay. Well, I mean, because look, they will continue to use people of whatever community they're at, and they will still hang them and sell them out. They don't care, man. What you think? Suddenly the Illuminati care about black people? No, of course they don't, man. How much did the night? So you go with a bass brass player? No, I'm not doing that. It's too much of a sin. Tommy, I have an enormous Daniel King had bronze bust in my hallway and a cardboard with his face on it. That shows you're a true boxing fan, Tommy Gunn. 60p YouTube views. Yeah, I know, it's sick, Palmer. 30% they take, right? And they take 90% of ad revenue. So let's say Chubby gets like £5 on a video that has 2,500 views. Yeah? Google or YouTube, they're the same thing, right? Will have taken 9 times that amount. What's £45? And I would have a $5. Why is Sam so loud? I don't know. I think Sam, he set up the channel and, I think he's got big problems with the virus though. Not 3 letters, but 4 letters. Did you get me? Not 3 letters, but 4 letters. All right, I won't complain later when a George Floyd top. I got a bonus bakery. You're taking the piss, but it's funny, man. Yeah. Health as well. What's up, my boy? I hope you're well, brother. I hope you're healthy and wealthy. I can't tell them becoming fan chubby. Can they be trusted? Well, of course they can't be trusted. There's a guy I read called Henry Macau or Macau or something. He's got a website and he's Jewish. Well, he's a Christian convert now. And he can say a lot of base stuff, but I don't know, man. The nation that once closed borders on the corn sites, they're the racist themselves. They have nonsense in their country. If you know the country, then you know this is real. Palmo, are you from Middlesbrough? Oh, James, Palmo, are you from Middlesbrough, blood? How much culturalism has ever succeeded? I never had a problem with a minority. Well, no, I mean, even the Bible says, marry amongst your own people and live amongst your own people. But there's always room for some interaction on the sides, and that's fine. And that's mainly how societies work for years. And all the wars and the fighting is down to the political class, the rich people, the governors. They don't care. Ask anyone. I bet half the people here don't know. Why did World War I start? Why did England enter World War I and lose like 1 million people? Germans bad, okay. I mean, it's just so retarded. Do you think there are any current plus heavyweights that will come back in the late 40s try and beat George Foreman record? Now, George Foreman, the advantage he had retrospectively, that he retired for, 10 or 15 years. So he didn't take a single punch for those times. So he was a lot fresher than, say, Mike Tyson or Riddick Bowe and people like that. Yeah. So will it happen again? Anything's possible, but they would have to. I mean, with PEDs as well, you get guys like Bernard Hopkins that still fight at world level, age 52. So it's possible, but the fighter would have to not, would have to either have a break from boxing or started boxing late. I don't know. Palmo is a T side, a G unit. Middlesbrough. I went to the northeast. I had a great time, man. I mean, to be honest, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the girls were a little bit slutty. But everyone was quite happy. They liked to party. I met some Mackhams. They're from Sunderland, right? Yeah. And apparently they have a beef between themselves. And groups that live closely together will always have a beef. That's why the Scottish hate the English. The Wales hate the English. The Belgians hate the French. And the Belgians hate the Belgians, weirdly, because half of them are Flemish, half of them are Franco. When did the other interactions have in the Bible? Read the Bible, bro. African and South Asian migrants in USA have done very often so. Smart, hardworking, hold themselves to high standards to some extent, bro, but it's not really true. Looking at it depends what data you look at. If you look at crime data, it's not great. Africans tend, and some South Asian migrants tend to have more traditional values, family values, and this kind of stuff, community values. So they tend, and this breeds a level of success. So yeah, to an extent, bro. But you know, let's be honest, man. I like the fact the world is different and people are different, but they should all be different in their own countries. You get me? There's always room for interactions. Yeah, like I said, Dyson. Shuttle Beat says Larry Liston. A lot of people bigging up Munguia. Yeah, close fight. I've seen that. But I think he has some fundamental flaws. Lacks defense, wide double hooks. What's your prediction? Canelo points, because Canelo is very careful. Munguia looks huge at the weight, which is weird because he's kind of coming up. But more recently, he's 4 inches taller, but it's more than that. His body looks bigger, and he actually weighed in bigger. But I don't believe they're ready to sell Canelo. I think Canelo's hooks are great, right? He throws those wide hooks, doesn't he? Those wide hooks. I see Canelo on points. He's careful as well, Canelo. He doesn't really go for the finish unless someone's badly hurt. If that's the case, Thomas Bunyan, why are 70% of Somalis in London in the search lines? Well, that's the problem. Thomas Bunyan was like Otto Wallin, being simplistic and choosing the only data he wants. I just saw 53-year-old Dominic Negus beat the brakes off someone in a real fight bare knuckle. I think he would beat John Fury. Oh, no doubt. He's a former cruiser, Southern Irish. Oh, Dominic Negus is well known. He's a South London legend. He does security, or he used to do security in York. He's a blonde guy. He's called a Milky Bar Kid. He was very bullied at school because he's one of the few white guys there, and he's obviously blonde, so he stood out. And he got a lot of bullying, and it made him into a tough guy. There's stuff on him, and there's hard man channels and being a debt collector, but he's done unlicensed. He fought Audley Harrison. He headbutted Audley Harrison, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Dominic's a cool guy. He's well liked. Obviously, he's a bad man. But the funny thing is, this is the thing about environment. If he was brought up in a country town, yeah, and he wasn't bullied like that, he'd probably be just a cool, decent lump. But instead, he's had to get very hard and tough. So, my boy Alex Fella, can Chubby do a big Jonathan Fury? I mean, John Fury. What does John Fury say? I'll fight Mike Tyson. I'm not doing good. John Fury say, man, he just sits there bragging. I'm the hardest man on the hardest road. I'll fight anybody except Mickey Theo, even though he's never had a pro fight. I won't fight Mickey Theo. Oh, he's a bum. But thank you for 333, Alex. Slightly Illuminati lyrics, digits, but whatever, man. Thank you for the cash money. Like I said, I had 666 from my boy Shane, 2 from my boy Palmer, 332 from my boy Alex. So that's what? That's like 12 quid, but minus 30%. So that's like £9. Plus my boy Mohammed gave me 10. So 19. But yeah, it was great going. And thank you to the fans. God bless you all. At least quality. Aren't there more percent Asians and Africans with degrees than white people? Yeah, they are. People don't realize though. People talk about poverty. Oh, poverty causes crime. Come on, blood. To some extent, with the poorest white community, this is nuts. There's I think FBI, the poorest white communities in America, and there's loads of those horrible, dry, dead places. What they call the trailer park homes, the Appalachian Mountains. Less money gets spent on. The poorest white areas in the United States are more safe than the richest black areas. This is insane. Don't argue with me. That's the data, right? So, is there more percentage of Asians and Africans with degrees? Sure. There's the poorest places in the United Kingdom are white places. They're dead towns, the old northern towns that used to have industry and they've been taken away from them. The towns by the sea, stuff like that. So, it's a big picture. But yeah. certain Asiatic countries and African countries do very well. But you got to look at the bigger pictures, and it's never that simple, brother. But you knock out John Fury, put it on, yeah, he's a bum. Yeah, we've already discussed this. Half Illuminati. Thank you very much for the G33. Yeah, much love, man. My fans are the best. Much better than Ricky Hatton. Don't talk too much complaint minorities. Else Sam Stroller want more through the border. I think Sam Stroller is pretty committed. It depends which border, though, because the borders in Iza, no, they need to be closed. Do you know, there's a story about, have a look at it, a certain country in the Middle East sterilizing African women. Have a look. Would you not get jail of 100,000? No, don't be. What? I mean, why are you asking questions to which you know the answer? No, man, that's a sick question too. Rich black is a bit of oxymoron because they make money, they move to white neighborhoods. Rupert, yeah, that's what I thought, but this is like there are actually well-off middle class and upper middle class and black neighborhoods. Same one. No one should be able to hold any position of authority in the country. I mean, obviously, people will just call you a racist and switch you off if you say that. But the basis of a successful country is homogeneity. People trust themselves more. They get on better. They got a similar culture. Oh, what about the food? They import the food. We don't eat the food. And who cares, blood? I'd rather be eating like a piece of mild cheese on white bread and not have to worry about getting gang raped. You get me? Than eating spicy food. Can you tell what I mean? Some kind of latte. I mean, yeah, it's quite weird. This is a real thing. And it's pushed by advertising and stuff as well. Well, there's a lot of white guys that like a cafe latte woman, yeah. The leader of BLM, but mentioned predominantly white neighborhood. Yeah. And she got all the money, and I think she bought 2 places and sold them for profit. Yeah, but all these things, BLM, whatever, Antifa, all these things, whatever they are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even the pro-Hamas things, they're backed by George Soros, people like this, deliberate agitators. Shade racist, Boris Johnson Turkish. Yeah, it's true. I think his granddad was a rabbi in Turkey. That's right. People retreat say no matter what. I agree with that, but it should be brought up that one's race is better than another. For example, BLM. Well, it's more than that. The main point is that the whole racial system and culture is inorganically and artificially manipulated by those in charge, using the media, using the news, using movies, using adverts. So you just can't take this. Not organic. There's always been, you know what? Most people are cool. Yeah, there's always some people who hate on others, but most people are just cool as long as you're cool. But you know, I would never be Japanese. When I went to Japan, I realized I would never be Japanese, but I thought that's cool because I'm not Japanese, and I can appreciate the culture, the food. There's some Japanese women that love white curries. I told you some girl tried to give me a blow job in the toilet in Japan, but of course I'd never be Japanese. I mean, I would never be Nigerian. You know, no white politicians are astroturfed and forced down our throat. In health society, self-corrects with an election. Oh, come on, blood. Oh, come on, bro. You had me until you start with the naivety, the ignorance, the naivety. How can you possibly for a second believe that elections change anything? It's the illusion of choice, brother. It's an artificial dichotomy. Shane Bogus 100% right. Well, Shane speaks reality, and so does my boy Palmer. Can we throw Rishi Sunak back to India? Don't matter who is at the top white or they're not controlled. I think he's from Pakistan originally. His family, you know, a well-known boxing family. Well, Thomas Bonin, should the best person job, if that's someone who's not born in this country, then we're lucky to have you. You're just very simplistic, bro. Take the red pill. I just met 38-year-old Parkinson. He's adamant it was brought on by the jab. Yeah. I mean, anecdotal evidence. People say, "Oh, anecdotal evidence is not important." No, no, it shouldn't be the basis of your entire belief system. But I told you, a good Christian man I knew, he got the jibber jabber. A week later, he got myocarditis. He was a clean living guy, no heart problems before. Now he's got a super aggressive cancer. One of my neighbors just lost 2 people from aggressive cancer within 6 weeks. But it's not just that. They won't release the data, but if you look at the stories that are coming out now, if it's a real fact, I think it'll be very close. As Josh Sam, or even Canelo Munguia. Yeah, I think it'll be a point decision by Canelo. What's the most conflicts you had with whites? It was, of course, but well, no, it depends what you say that. Like, I've been robbed 3 times in my life, and all my black guys, with knives. I've been ripped off. The people that ripped me off the most have been white guys, but that's because most of the people I know are white. I mean, that's just normal, man. I mean, that's a red herring, blood. You know, it's like, there are wrong uns. Of course, there are wrong uns in every race, man. But the most important thing to know about reality is data and statistics, and make sure you don't lie to yourself. There's no bigger lie. There's no worse lie than lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? The white guys, the a lot of these pro-Palestinian things happening on campus are apparently backed by certain people. Yeah, they probably did. Little ones too. Was there times you felt you didn't fit in? I still don't feel I fit in. Except with my people, which is red pill people, which are people with brains, which are not normies, which are not NPCs, you know, who see reality. My boy, Lee Talks Boxing. I used to say there ain't no live without no Lee Talks Boxing. Hello, Chubby. God bless you too, brother. I hope you're well, man. Remember to follow my boy's channel. He's got a good channel about boxing, so check him out. What's your opinion on the Austrian painter? He's very talented. I thought he was good at watercolors. Just having a free round. Yeah, Ryan knows he's getting attacked. And he only thinks, even before the whole link between Balco, Victor Conte, Vada, Snack was shown, if anyone believes that the drug testing in boxing or any sport is real, they are naive, they're idiots, they're like Otto Wallin. Oh, bum, you are, Otto. You are such a bum. You make me sick. You're a bum. Litos Audrey. I plan on putting my £300 gypsy man. You probably got a chance. Where's my... that's what I was looking for, blood. Yeah. Ignoring the evidence, look per capita. Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, you got to look at data. Do you know what really shocks me? You get people that have been to Harvard Business School and have had senior business positions, and therefore, all you do when you put a business model, you have to have statistics, data, and logic, business logic. But they will ignore all that when it comes to what they've been programmed by, you know. But yeah, data, statistics are the truth. Are the truth. I don't know about that. Do you really Putin's plans to Moldova and NATO stalling them joining so they don't need to respond to Russia? I believe it's all fraud. I know some things are going on, destroying another couple of generations of European men, maybe setting up the new Khazaria, you know. Otto Kalergi should get a blood bum. Big Fish, what's up, Big Fish? Good to see you. Good to see you. You put on but 10 years injury, return old age on a cycle. All of them are possible. I was very disappointed, obviously, because that's one serious fight. Luckily, the so-called 5v5 is still going, but that was the key, the gold fight, the platinum fight, you know. But yeah, all of them are possible, bro. All of them are possible. I mean, you can't believe anything in boxing. People go, do you know, people normally they're so You know, when Ryan Garcia popped, I saw these normies on social media. Saying, oh, how that's disgusting. He pretends to be a man of Christ and he cheated in a sport where people die. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm like, you don't honestly believe that drug test is real, do you? But and people go, oh, of course, Batavia doesn't do drugs. He's a Muslim. He's not allowed to. I mean, who win this for the 5v5? That's a great question. And let me have a look, because I meant to do a video like a couple of weeks ago when it got announced. So I just want to remember the fights. Now, so we've got Willie Hutchinson vs Craig Richards. I have Craig Richards. Jile Zhang vs Deontay. Jile Zhang weighs 396 pounds, and he's shown it. That's, to me, a bit too much. But, I mean, I go for Jile. What's that? The midget, Nick Ball vs Ray Ford. I think Ray Ford will edge that on points. What other fights, bro? Remind me. I can't find them. Apparently, Ukraine need 4 and 5 million workers the next few years. Another European country back to Europe. Oh yeah, you know what's going to happen. We need all these people to survive. Now you imagine, right? In Europe, we had 2 world wars that decimated millions upon millions, tens of millions of young men, and we just recovered without a problem. But apparently now we need all these foreign people. Frank Warren, obviously the best promoter everywhere. Yeah, possibly. I don't care anyway. He's a scumbag. The normal reaction to Ryan Poppy was hilarious. It was ridiculous. It was so cringe. It was so predictable. You know, blood clot. I ran out of smokes. That's a good thing, probably. Well, smash. Big up, Chubby. Oh, thank you, bro. Great to see you, man. Almost against good people or Zionist media making them worse than yards to her. Well, just different culture and different DNA, and these things are not very compatible. We're group animals, you know. It's got nothing to do with whether they're good or not. Oh, yeah. That's a good fight, actually. Amma Williams vs Hamza. I have a small feeling that Hamza will pull out because it's too dangerous. Amma Williams is not a huge puncher, but he's decent. Any decent American is going to be, like any decent Mexican is going to be a threat. Hamza Shiraz, I believe, will be found to be chinny. I think he'll pull out. Ryan, please expose Eddie. Yeah, you talk about Willie Hutchinson vs Craig Richards. I already said, yeah. I went for Richards. I like Willie Hutchinson. He's exciting. Craig Richards looks like the Predator, and his prefrontal lobe is very lacking. But I think his carefulness, all right, and his experience will take him to a point. Lots of white box fans, BLM types, lots of white people full stop out because they're morons, because they're normies. Well, Adam Azim get chinned. I believe him and Hamza will get chinned, yeah, spectacularly at some point. Oh, yeah. Why did Hrgovic for the win? Sorry, Hrgovic is fighting Dubon. Yeah, I think Hrgovic will win. He's very tough, Hrgovic. He's got a huge head. He actually looks physically like Giga Chad, right? But the weird thing is, like Giga Chad and you know, the real people like Hrgovic, the most masculine looking people, but actually girls are like, oh, they're like a little bit more softness. You know, like Hrgovic just looks like a caveman. He'd want him on your side, killing the other cavemen, disrespecting your cave. But yeah, I think he'll be too tough, too much heart. I think Wilder will win. Make me look good. Good or bad doesn't matter. Yeah, they're not us, and we'll change our country, shoot their cultural preferences. Exactly. It's about. I mean, it's common sense. It's logic. Let alone biology. When it comes to group animals, we will always be more comfortable with people from a similar culture, from a similar DNA basis. You know, but it's all. I mean, the point is, I say it's all fake. It's all false. And why is it false? It's false there for a reason. So, you know, anyone who listens to that nonsense is just an NPC. Which walked through Dubai. I do believe you'll bash him up. Wasn't it NHS and most public services offering immigrant jobs in the 70s? They were the backbone of these industries. Yeah, right. Yeah, of course. Give me some data. The backbone of these. Okay, you're a mug. Hrgovic will butt break Dubon. I believe so. Hrgovic would beat the brakes off Dubon and make him take a triple knee. Yeah, man. Dubon, man, loves the knee. Loves it. So before my Miller fight, he was just a punch bag. Oh, yeah, Dubam, yeah. Who's Miller fighting? Who's Miller fighting? He's fighting someone, Andy Ruiz. It's got to be Ruiz, right? Are you from this community? Sounds like it. I'd say all the immigrants should go back to their own country. Yeah, I mean, the problem is this. What happens to the second generation immigrants, and especially what happens to your mix? But these are things that can be sorted out later. The first thing to do is come up with a plan. Look, let's return the world to its natural roots, right? And let's get rid of the elitists. Let's just get rid of the system, rebuild it. And then we think about the detail. England and the NHS don't even match the numbers of society. There's still a net drain off. Right. If you look at especially the economic implications, it's significant, man. But, you know, I think Thomas Bonin is probably, you know, a tunneler. Yeah. I'm going to go I'm joining Liz once more and come back. Right. Keep talking. Keep giving super chats. Keep showing love. This is what I think of Ben Whitaker, just in case anybody is confused, right? Just in case anyone's confused about what I think about Ben Whitaker, this is what I think about. Yeah, what you know about that? How'd you like that, bitch? Yeah, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Yeah, I'm back, I'm black. Yeah, we're going to take it back. Triple R vs Tyrone Wolf on the cobbles. Who wins? Oh, Time Booth has to win. Triple R is a fat junkie. He's quite big. He must weigh about 20 stone, but he likes his animals, actually, so I like that part of him, to be honest with you. But Tyrone Wolf, he's a known quitter, but he was still an ex-pro at a decent level. Alex fella, why would Chin the slow Chinaman? I mean, them big guys, anything's possible. Ergovich will give Dubois a good hiding. Nick Ball will beat Ray Ford. Interesting. Craig Richards will beat Hutchinson. Yeah. The great thing is that the fights are so close and it will have different opinions. It's a shame he lost Beterbiev before. It really is. Should they go back, you think? I need my chubby, my kebab chubby. I love kebabs. They're awesome. I love different food. But the whole argument that we should change an entire society to have better food. Now, the spice, the British Empire is one of the biggest spice merchants of all time. And we had plenty of spices, right? You know, it's just a recipe, man. I make myself piri, I make myself jerk chicken, I make myself jollof rice, I make myself pasta, I make myself Cantonese stuff. I make myself, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's called enter it on the internet and get the products off Tesco, blood. Triple R was to, yeah, sorry. But Tevez needs more time to cycle. That's what I've heard, bro. We'd like to see these Bivol. No, I still want to see Beterbiev Bivol. That's the only fight, bro. Zhang will be easy to hit than Parker. Wilder could donate on him. There's the chance. Wilder is earlier on. It was thought that he had a bad chin, but in the end, he didn't. He actually had quite a good chin, even though Tyson Fury actually destroyed him. But he had a good chin, and more importantly, he's got a good heart. But I honestly believe when he went to fight Joe Parker, and he even said it himself, I think he might be a Triple B fan and got the idea from my video. I thought because he'd done too much ayahuasca, it might have affected his aggression and his focus. But I start Parker slightly the favorite. As I said to you, if you really want to think to yourself and not lie to yourself and know the truth, you say, if I had to bet my life on it, who would I go for? And I would go for Zhang. Hamza Shiraz, he's Ammo Williams, decent fight. Can't remember anything Ammo had done too much. He was going to fight Felix Cash and Boss. That's correct, yeah. I watched some of him, and I can't really remember, to be honest with you, which means it's probably not that impressive. Okay? But he's still a decent American prospect. Now, to get to a decent prospect level in America, like Mexico, you have to have something. And I'm just not convinced by Shiraz's chin. He caught Liam Williams, who was completely shot. I've never seen a chin go so fast. Maybe Chuck Liddell. You know, he's 6'4". He's from Pakistan, so he has to be chinny. Brown man makes kebab bears. Just ask Sam. You like the shish kebab? Don't be disgusting, blood. Alex. My boy Alex, thank you, brother, for the donation. Zhang is so easy to hit. If one gets you the first 4 rounds and drops Zhang with a straight right, Zhang gets gassed early and does not rest fight. Well, I think he stopped. Everyone he stopped except Joe Joyce, fight number 1. He stopped within 3 rounds. He's never stopped anyone past that. So, you know, basically, you could make a good argument for that. Why does Bambi on? I think. I don't think he's got the greatest chin, but I don't know. Matzo Ball of Super is very nice, Thomas. Well, I knew you was a tunneler. Big of Italy, a dog. What do you say, bro? If Zhang comes in like Davy Joyce could destroy one, I definitely think it's a great fight. As I said, I will lean towards Zhang. Stop going on about orgy. Liam Williams went down from jabs. He should retire. Yeah, and was it Eubank Bashar? It's dangerous being in a ring with a chin that bad. I mean, he had such a good, solid chin as well. And look at his head. It was enormous. But, yeah, it just went. Well, that's one of the... Sorry. Pakistani's chinny. No, I mean, it's one of the, you know, what do they call it? True... in boxing, that's what they say. Even Danny Garcia's dad said it about Amir Khan, and he was chinny. I don't know, but Hamza, what's his name? Hamza Shiraz looks like he's going to be chinny. Yeah, Shiraz got slapped by Skeet, who's creeping on Fran Hennessy horribly. Ammo will hit him more than the IDF. Well, this is what I said earlier. Remember what I said? I said, I don't think this fight will happen. It is one fight that I think is not going to happen on that build. This is it. Then what was that fight to where was resistance? Yeah, who was it again? Martin Jacobs or someone? No, someone like that. I can't remember. Canelo going to knock his clock. Carl, hi, bro. No, I don't think he's going to knock his clock. I think he's going to box carefully, landing shots, not taking risks, and win on points. I heard Sam Storrs at Ecuador. What's going on, Ecuador? Demetrius Andre. Sorry, that was it. Yeah, I knew I got it wrong. Demetrius Andre. Was that 2022? I think, yeah. And it was Andre, I think. I think well, some people just lose their chin suddenly after a hard fight. Look at Jeff Fennick. He was known to have an iron chin. And he had a real hard fight, and he was robbed against Zuma Nelson. But in the rematch in Australia, he got absolutely zapped, and his chin went. He got knocked out by guys like what's that South African guy? South African guy who couldn't punch. Philip Holiday. He got knocked out by Calvin Grove. Pray for Sam. You're obsessed with Sam. Yeah. Well, we've got a little bit of break. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's come on the show. We're trying to get Prince Patel on. He claims he's not sure how it works. I'm sure Prince has got the guts to come on, man. He can't. And you know, he's got an account on YouTube, so he can be. He should come on and do a bit of chat, get used to it. If you're listening, Prince, yeah, come on, you know, and just chat a bit. It's gonna be easy, blood. You know, no one's gonna disrespect you. Alex Fella, he seemed to take all of the shots fine. And then the Eubank fight, he seemed to shell of himself. Yeah, he did well against Eubank without knockdown. So he won, but went down so many times. Yeah, Eubank's work rate's not great. Apparently, Prince Patel ducked Paul Butler. Lol. Yeah, I don't think so. Who said that, man? He wants to. He moved up in weight. He's strong now. He's big. He's muscular. So Sam Stroller is foaming at the mouth, blood. I think he might, try and PM Prince. But he beat Tam Booth in an arm wrestle. Yeah, he beat him in an arm wrestle. He looks big. I think he's 10.5 stone, welterweight. He's ready to fight whoever. The Benz, Harlem Ben or Harley Ben, whatever his name is. The other one, Connor Bum. Any courage drillers here? Tan did it. Tan also stuck a biro up his batty hole. He should hang out with Steve Bunce more. He gave up his IBO title when he lost the purse bid. Oh, Paul Butler. Did he? That's interesting, actually. Shiraz is a great advert for modern Britain, according to Frank Warren. And according to you, Thomas. Tan got mugged off by Patel. He got called a whack quitter. No, the Prince really rinsed him. And Tan was not happy. And, I thought they made quite a good double act, Laurel and Hardy. What is the bright one, who I think is Laurel, and the fat one, like Tan, is Hardy, and he's, not very intelligent. I think Tan's ego got in the way. Prince Pajit's I gotta love Prince Pajit, but we're gonna get Prince on the channel, man, for sure. Do you like Katie Price? She is the most disgusting individual who has probably ruined so many women. You're gonna think, oh, I can make millions if I just be like Katie Price and get huge fake tits and be a slag. Yeah, she's just she makes me sick. This is a boxing channel. Rinse him twice. No more super chat. Off who, bro? The worst boxing fans are receiving a treat next week. The absolute. I knew it was a war involving Lauren Price is showing the free on TV. Yeah, BBC Wales showing Lauren Price for his, I don't know, someone McCaskill. I don't care. And it's one of the worst undercards I've seen. Although they have got Hughie Fury now. Damn, is that good or bad? I don't know, man. I was like a heavyweight. She's so bad. And Joe Cordina, because they paid a lot of money for her. Shalom, who doesn't know nothing about boxing, paid a lot of money for her. Another bombs like Hug Coley and Fraser Clark, who had a great fight, but he's still a bum. Lauren Price, he thought he was going to be a pay-per-view star, and she's awful. And Joe Cordina, it shows you how these guys are bought. Joe Cordina, obviously, he's got to watch himself and toe the line. He goes, oh, she does some amazing things in the ring. Joe Cordina's a skillful fighter. Don't tell me there's a single thing Lauren Price does that impresses Joe Cordina. It's pathetic, man. Katie Price uses disabled mixed race son for everyone. Of course she does. She's a hideous human being. A drug addict. And I've got Lauren Price with a tall bra, shaped head, that's for sure. She's and she's, like I said, the look on her face is the look of a girl, who ended up snogging a guy just because, her friends were pulling in the club, right? And she went back with this guy, just say, oh, guy took me home. And she refuses to give her pum-pum up. And so he's like, well, what are you going to do? And so she gives him a hand job. Not a blow job, a hand job. And she has this bitter look on her face, going, hurry up. That's what Lauren Price looks like. Well, disgustingly, apparently Kate Price has got them on brass. Yeah, she is just the girls. And Kerry definitely wants a Corey. She misses Corey. She's had kilometres upon kilometres upon kilometres of Corey. Ben Shalom is a great role model for you. You're definitely an ironic account, bro. You're funny, man. Alex, Lauren Price and Kerry's artists always look so pissed off. I don't get it. Well, because it's fake. And Lauren Price is always miserable. But when, and she looks at her circle girlfriend and goes, I know she prefers Corey. So she's always bitter. She's chasing something she'll never catch. Yeah. something in the wind is gone. You'll never catch that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, after a few vapes, it should be like to get quite pretentious. Harvey Price killed the brass by accident. What? Surprised you never heard Harvey's experience. What? Whoa. I don't know what if it's a joke or if there's something serious behind this. By the way, I just want to say thank you to my boy Shane Morgan, my boy Palmo, and my boy Alex Fella, who've all given love. My boy Fur Q, a.k.a. Mohammed N. in the house, who's given £10 on the Cash App. So thank you, brothers. I've never had a single super chat from a woman. Yeah. You reckon Katie has had to high school to stop Harvey from Shane? What do you think of the following prospect? David Morrell. Apparently good, but I have to admit I haven't watched enough of him. Peter McGrail, he'll get chinned again. My balls are Richie, or have I mixed McGrail's up? My balls are Richie, never heard. Andy Cruz, supposedly very talented, and he's been big. He's got a lot of money behind him, so Andy Cruz will do well. She caught a muff to the face. Should have blood clot. Peter McGrail looked good early on, but chinning's right. Yeah, I mean, and he gets hit too much, and he's an aggressive fighter, which I like, but he doesn't have the power to be that aggressive at the top level. He'll get chinned. Women, he's already been chinned, right? Have I got the right guy? Joe McGrail, Peter McGrail, I'll mix them up, man. Women too busy spending money on concerts. You've been to one tribute. Yeah, I've been to two. I went to Iron Maiden concert, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. I wasn't red pilled, but I didn't want to go, and I had this idiot. And once I was drunk, and he said, "Oh, you want to come to the Iron Maiden concert in 2 months?" I go, "Yeah, sure, blood." I get a call about 2 months later. Hey, are you looking forward to the concert? I go, "What you talking about, blood?" Because we're going to watch the Maiden tomorrow. And I was like, "What?" And I was too embarrassed to say no. And we went there. And it was one of the wackiest experiences I've ever had. It's so satanic. I also went to Duran Duran. Not, the old Duran Duran, the new one. And, it was all right. But it's just lame. I've got no interest in these idiots. So what? They sing. Everyone can sing, man. His style is good, but he gets hit too much. I believe, McGrail. Be interesting to see if his chin is cracked now or just a one-off great shot. Yep. Joby gets baited again. Baited on what, bro? I'm sure I may have been. I've been hitting the vape. Baited on what, blood? When you hate it, is get damaged or you wanted pum pum. Oh, no, it's, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna have to drink, to put up with this sickening nonsense. And this guy's getting rid of it. So, hey, guess what? Eddie's coming on. They're bringing Eddie on. Eddie's like some skeleton thing, right? He looks like David Greenblatt, and whatever. And they dragged this stupid skeleton, and he got all excited. And I was like, blood clot. Hey, look, Triple B, they're bringing Eddie in. And I was just like, you're 25, blood. My balls are Richie. Oh, my balls are itchy. Okay. Yeah, which bastard? Is that you? Yes, Lee Talks Boxing Stitch Mount with the alleged prospect called My Balls Are Richie. Yeah, I did fall for it. Sorry, bro. That's what the vape does. But at least I didn't say, yep. I really rate Raboza Richie. I think he's going to do really well. He's very talented. It's like I said, I've never heard of Mabalza Richie, right? So give me some credit, blood. Yeah. We're going to go to public shots. All hype. Yeah, Mark Humby. What up, bro? Good to see you. He's very aggressive, and I like it, but he doesn't have the power to back it up at a high level. That guy he beat up, Mark Leach or whatever, got beaten to pieces by I don't know, Hamza Uddin. I don't know, a Pakistani guy. Did you know the musicians of the concert? No. Well, I don't know those bums. Apparently they went to private school anyway. I'm going to Black Metal Festival. The whole telling me these bands have it so fake. Well, whether it's fake or not is not important. That's what they're pushing. Do you think Hugh Fiore has got his man strength there? Yeah. Do you know he's only 29 and he looks 49 minimum, maybe even 59? And, I don't know, man. Did they lie? You can't. Have you seen him, man? But he looked okay. physically against that Dobyachenko or whatever, he looked okay, actually. He can still be in the mix. Got diagnosed with color blindness the other day, says Sonny. Came totally out of the purple. I mean, it's a bit juvenile, but it's quite funny. I think we should all mass debate. Come on, man. You're not getting that past me, blood. You need to get Hugh on the PEDs to get him to contact Crusher Ben. Yeah, fair enough, lol, says Lee. Have you seen those people outside football stadiums talking about how Ben Dover is a great player, pretending to know who he is? No, I haven't. But I didn't fall for that, right? Your trick. It might work. In fact, all the times you've done, what is your other tricks? Like, Matt, you did some other tricks, trying to chip Triple B, right? And I said, I haven't heard of these prospects. I didn't get it. I didn't get the joke. That's because of the vape. But at least I didn't go, yeah, actually, I think Morris Mo Lester is a really good prospect. He's from Australia. Yeah, he should do it. I didn't say that. So you got to give me that credit, all right? I'm a boy, Shane Bongos. Thank you, brother. That's 2 super chat. Equaling exactly £9.99. And then the sickening thieves will steal. But yeah, great, bro. Thank you. No questions, nothing. But of course, I'm very happy. Morning. Hannah Rankin should retire. She fight for world title in 2 fight time like she has a loss. Well, because it's. I think she even had a loss before a world title fight because there's so few women. If you look at Claire Stewart, goes, I'm the GOAT. No, you're the best of 26 women. It's just so there's no depth, man. Sam Stroll has come. Stop talking about Sam Stroll. I'm not even answering that. I'm not falling for this anymore. Big Ron got something bubbling for Rankin. Does he? Big Ron? You mean like Black Skellington? What's the difference between Ricky and 20 quid? 20 quid longer than 2 rounds. Well, he had to sell his ass, Hatton, to get them big fights in America, and they're worth a lot of money, but he had a chance against Gay Weather, but the referee was so terrible, it was ridiculous. He was never going to win that. He got knocked out, but I don't mind that fight. The Pacquiao fight, he was pathetic. His tactics are awful. He just sat with his chin out and going, knock me out. And his girlfriend started crying, Jennifer Dooley. Rankin, what happened? Did she even go and see Ayala in hospital? Oh, Alejandra Ayala. Yeah, because she almost killed her. And it was swept under the carpet, and she was shipped back to Alejandra to Argentina. Mexico she's from. And, with no money, she got some kind of package. It's sickening. And no one asked about it. Chippy was the only one who made videos about it. Check that. He's always got something bubbling. So Dennis Hobson. Yeah, it doesn't even Guernsey. Everyone lives in Guernsey is worthy of suspicion. Is true Adam Smith betrayed Ricky Hatton? Yes. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Ricky Hatton had a deal with Sky Sports, okay? And Adam Smith has got no friends. So he invited Ricky Hatton, obviously for kudos reasons, to be his best man. I mean, imagine his best man at his wedding. And, it was basically just for selfish reasons. And 2 weeks later, Hatton's contract was terminated. he lost his deal with Sky. I mean, what a snake, man. Peter used to keep count, but when he went to jail, Huey didn't add years. Possible. Dennis Hobson and Josh Warren says, well, I've heard that, and they look very similar. I don't know. I mean, I like a little bit more information. Like, if Dennis Hobson went out with Warrington's mum, then yeah, definitely. Ricky Hatton got that Gypsy Queen style with no power. Ricky Hatton was an exciting fighter. I followed him. I've paid to see him fight. I've also seen him free. At that point, I don't have a favorite fighter, but he was certainly up there with the guys I like to watch. The body shots, the aggression. But ultimately, he's a disappointing sellout. He's a pig. He's disgusting. He pushes degeneracy. Yeah. Pop, pop, move. Pop, pop, move. Yeah. Cheers, bro. Thanks for that. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh no. Yeah. Shane, Palmer, Alex, Shane. Yeah, thank you all, guys. Thank you so much. Ricky would beat the brakes off Katie. Ricky was his own worst enemy in the sense that, like, see, early on in his career, he fought regularly, so he didn't have time to get out of shape. You know, it's like have a few days off and then they're back in the gym. And then he just would not train. He would not even go through the motions between fights, big fights. And he'd get enormous and fat. They weighed like 15 stone. And so the entire camp would be losing the weight. You know, and he weakened. And Ricky underperformed. But he sold himself, so it's his fault. He picked Fury Usyk. I really can't call it. I'm going 100% Fury points. I will wait till the weigh-in, obviously, because with Fury and with heavyweights, it's so important to see what shape they're in. Okay, there's no way a guy like Ngannou should have got close to Tyson Fury, let alone give him a close fight. Yeah, but because he was so out of shape, he did. So Fury's the pictures are looking okay, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe it's false. Maybe he just lost a lot of weight. Bro, if you tried Hello Fresh or Gusto, I can't eat processed poison. What's that, blood? What's Hello Fresh or Gusto? I mean, if they're big companies, I wouldn't trust them. I make my own food. I go to as much as you can local stuff. Even if it costs more, eat less. I'm serious, right? We eat too much anyway. Eat less. And after a bit, you know, I've done fasts. I did a fast for a week, nothing but water and herbal drinks. And you know, when I first tasted the food, I couldn't eat much, but it was so beautiful. You know, because my stomach had been so unaccustomed to food. So, you know, just don't eat too much. You know, even if you have to pay more, get the real. When I say organic, I mean properly organic, not in the fake term, the fake legal term. Yeah, Special Julio, what's up, Chubby? I'm tuning from Manchester. I'm not in touch from a fan. Oh, give a shout out to all the fans. The fans love and appreciate. Oh, Special Julio, that's really sweet. I've seen him before. Yeah, it's great to see him. I've been to Manchester. I told you, didn't I? I went last year. What fight did I watch? Was it Lee Wood? Was Catterall was on the show, and I bumped into Kugan Cassius, and rinsed him. Yeah, I like Manchester. It was very weird though because I hadn't been to Manchester for 10 years, and it's changed so much. It really looked. There was a lot of homeless people, alcoholic people, drug dealing. It was very dark. It was very different, brother. But great to see you. Do you think anything you've made out of Campbell in time? Come on, blood. Alex, come on. You know, come on, brother. I have a feeling you might be able to get British Love as good training, puts the effort. No, come. The thing is, right, it's all about, it's actually not that difficult to get maneuvered into British title fight if you've got good backing, you know. You fight a guy who's rated, but you don't give him no notice. Give him like 2 weeks notice, but still it looks a great win. And then before you know it, then you fight for the British title. And it's a great title to win. But what I'm saying is that if you've got the money, the backing, and the promoter to maneuver you into British title shot, if they want to, is not that difficult. They often don't want to. Why? Because with the British title comes things like mandatory defences and, you know, the British Boxing Board of Control got more power over the fighter, so they often avoid it. Frank Warren never won a British title. That's the best place to be in a holiday teacher. But yeah, Lee Talks Boxing. Yeah, that's a good, nice question. Nice question. Italy, right? Italy. I went to shit. What is it called? Oh man, come to me, right? Now it's full of celebrities, but it's near the Isle of Capri, Amalfi, and the food is beautiful. I ate at the cheapest street food place and the richest restaurant on the Isle of Capri. I had a blonde girlfriend who's beautiful and a pain in the ass, but she, you know, when you're on a holiday, man, it doesn't matter. It's just beautiful, yeah. The food in the cheapest restaurant was as good as the food in the top restaurant because it was all beautiful produce. Yeah, Italy, brother. Ricky Hatton's one of boxing's great symbols. He's a moron. There's no doubt. He's showed his all right chin and the heart to keep going. There might be something to work with. What Campbellans would need a lot of work because he's no natural. Well, right, but he's shown a good chin, sort of. But all he's done is fight non-punchers. He's never fought a puncher. You see how many clean shots he takes on the chin. This is it's not going to happen, man. It's just like you'll get ironed out, man. Lee, what did they say about that? The degenerate place and good. You've not gone there. Stay away. Well, Ibiza, yeah, disgusting. Campbell is so poor. Yeah, it's so poor. I mean, it's embarrassing. I feel a bit sorry for him. No, in fact, I don't, because he was a bit cocky, wasn't he? So he's never had a job. How can you never have a job? Oh yeah, it's a degenerate place, man. Avoid at all costs. Avoid at all costs. 2 hours 5. I haven't eaten anything. I think I'm going to cook a steak. I got a bit of veal as well. It's 10:26, so we'll do another 5 minutes. We'll do another 5 minutes. There's still time to give a super chat. Campbell and he was actually say he thought he won after the fight. I mean, what, the last one? When he clipped all the Sonny Martinez, he's pathetic, he's deluded, he's arrogant, he's spoiled, he's a mug, he's never had a job, he's an idiot. So that, I don't want to like split any hairs or anything. That's what I think. Not being in the ring with any punches, to be honest. Yeah, because he's so easy to hit. You know, talking of Lauren Price, he's got a Toblerone head as well. All right. Campbell got buzzed by 0 kills. Jamie Sampson, yeah, he did get buzzed. He's awful. He's a bum. Imagine having that much training, not having a job, having all the supplements available to you. You know, you can. All you do is train. While the guys you're fighting have got jobs and stuff, trying to feed their family, and shit. All right, and then Camp Belen trains all day, and does everything perfectly. And he's still a bum. Sanctioning bodies force a minimum notice period fights for their rankings. Yeah, you get into a lot of difficulties with that. Firstly, the sanctioning bodies want as much control as they can, so they want to be as vague as possible, okay? But they will make any rule. You remember? Sugar Ray Leonard fought Donny Lalonde, who's commented on the channel about Teddy Atlas and confirmed he's a liar. All right, so check that out on Teddy Atlas' video. And, right, the sanction bodies want to leave the rules to be vague, and even when they're not, they don't care. They disregard them. What about the money? So it doesn't matter, bro. It just doesn't matter, and it will never matter. I can't believe people don't see the problem with taking drugs and steroids are fun, and some women had to abort kids because of what happened there. I would avoid your sons and daughters going there. I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds dark, bro. Dark place. Son, if Usyk beats Fury, where would he rank on the GOAT list? Oh, Usyk, oh man, he'd have to be in the top 10. He'd have to be in the top 10. No doubt. He'd have to be in the top 10. I mean, all right. I hate these kind of lists anyway, because you can only be as good as you are in the period you're boxing. You can pull a 201-pound Joe Frazier, right, out of 1971 and put him in against 290-pound Zhilei Zhang and actually expect Frazier to last a round. You know what I'm saying? It would be awful. It'd be like, this is disgusting. I can't watch this. It's like a grown man beating up a child. All right? So, I mean, you can't. So these comparisons are BS. Whereas obviously everyone will say Frazier is a top 10 guy. But yeah, I think Usyk would deserve top 10. Yeah. The liar as well. That's more to the point. They used to be saying back in the day, whatever Ted Ellis picks better than the other guy. We know nothing about boxing. He's a liar. He was apparently New York Golden Gloves champion until they found out he wasn't. And then he said, oh, actually, I got it wrong. I was Appalachian Mountain champion or something that didn't exist. I was talking about, yeah. Nadav Jew, what's up, my brother? How are you, man? Who you got for Canelo Munguia, man? For me, it's Canelo points. You know what I'm saying? You're well, brother. What's been going on, bro? What's happening in your world, blood? You don't been to Malta? Yeah, years ago, though. Years ago. Funny enough, it's quite dodgy. It's basically, Malta's basically a giant rock. You understand me? There's no real proper nice beaches. There's rocks. I had an okay time, but I wouldn't go back. Teddy picked Ray Austin to beat Vladimir. Teddy Atlas hated the Klitschko's so much. I'm not sure why. In Japan, it's nice. People say, I wouldn't want to live there. I think you have to be like deranged if you come from another culture, because you'll never be Japanese. The crime rates are tiny. The trust rate is very, very high. There's very little crime. It's very clean. But it's a very strange place, brother. You know the song by the Doors, People Are Strange when you're a stranger. You know, women look ugly, you know, when you're unknown. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Yeah, the streets are uneven when you're strange. It's like that. It's like that. You're just like, I'm a stranger here, blood. I don't belong here. I'm a stranger. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd go. I'd definitely say go there. That's for sure. Tell you when to go. Blood clot, my boy. Oof, my boy Cal with antiseptic. Yeah, well, what's good about it then, Chubby? What are you talking about, blood? What's good about what? Japan, I told you, blood. Canelo getting pissed off with Oscar was so funny. Oscar trying to get legal with it. Oh, he's pathetic, man. That's just pathetic, man. But he's not talking about the insults. He called him a pendejo, a cabron, a maricon. Maricon means zabate, man. The other two mean like imbecile and cretin, idiot. But they're very insulting. And you know, Mexican guys very macho. They can't be called stuff like this in public, especially not a maricon. Especially not a maricon. And you know, Oscar's a tough guy. He doesn't back down, but he's completely gone on Yale. He's just completely gone. There are loads of naughty video games come out about. Yeah, actually, there's that even the whole anime stuff. Yeah, there's something very creepy there. I agree. Do you know I went to see an art gallery many years ago. There's a famous Japanese printer, Kasegawa, I can't remember, and you know he does those famous pictures of those waves, those big tidal waves coming over, those tsunamis. You know, they're like a cliche, but and I went to the exhibition, and there was an adult room, and I went in, and there's pictures of octopuses raping women. It was very bizarre, man. Hearing Canelo speaking English. No, it was quite base. It's English. You are mother this, you're this, you're that. Yeah, man, I thought it was kind of base, but yeah, funny, man. I only just got notification like 2 hours later, and trying to silence Chubby's phone. Yeah, and we know that, brother. Thank you for pointing it out. We know that. Like I said, I once had 1,000 subs. I've now almost got 6,000, 6 times as many, right? But my old lives used to get something like 3 times as on average, 3 times as many views when I had only 1,000 subs. You'd think it should go up by a factor of 5 or 6, but no, it doesn't, because I'm being hidden. I like the angry clown. Oh yeah, it's quite funny actually. I can't stand Oscar. He's creepy. He's revolting. He's an egotist. He's a narcissist. I'll do a video. Did I tell you the thing about his rat called Gonzalito? I'll tell you this, man. I'm going to do a video on it. But yeah, it's really funny. It's crazy. But he accused, he said, here is Saul Alvarez with roid rage. He's so calm. Hit Saul Alvarez with roid rage. And then you want Adam Smith. Oh, he's dreadful, man. And he's back doing some low rent YouTube like commentary or some low rent boxing establishment, which is probably money laundering. DJ. I get it. Remember Ricardo Mayorga called De La Hoya every name on it? Yeah. Mayorga was actually one of the funniest boxers and kind of based, but he didn't have quite enough. He would smoke at weigh-ins, eat pizza. He would slate everyone's mother, slate their children, call them a maricon. And he knocked out Vernon Forrest, who R.I.P. Vernon Forrest is dead now. He got drive-byed or something. But Mayorga, but he lost most of the big fights. I knew De La Hoya was going to slap him up. De La Hoya has never been so angry, man. Oscar Groom Gacia. I mean, it could even be his father. Look at them, bro. Lauren Price is a modern-day Leonard. Well, she's better than Kazagi. She's the best Welsh athlete ever. And according to Joe Cordina, she does amazing things. You imagine a guy, a skilled boxer, who's boxed at international level as a man and won world title, looks at Lauren Price and goes, wow, she's amazing. Come on, man. I mean, Joe, I'm speaking to you. I know you got to play the game, brother. Don't embarrass yourself, brother. Have some dignity. Brother. Canelo Alvarez wins by KO. He's angry with Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, actually, yeah, he fired him up. He's got, like Oscar said, he's got roid rage, blood. And he's not happy. Need to keep the haters out. Emperor Michael, Maximilian Jenkins, Spencer. Yeah, they've all been taken care of. Sonny, London based. Yeah, but that's Greater London. You feel me? Svenopka. I don't like Canelo, but he has his funny moments. He's yelling at Bumdrade that he just wants a payday, and then he battered Plant at the breast. Canelo does have his moments, but I never thought Canelo would be a superstar. I thought he'd do well to win a world championship when I seen him against Cotto and stuff. The other Cotto, not Miguel. But he superseded my expectations, and he must have a bizarre life. He turned pro at 15. He's been the center of attention since he was 20. All the money. He's ginger. He's ginger Mexican, and this. Imagine the stick he got. He is pale white with freckles and ginger hair in Mexico. I met Mexican. They go, we don't have these people. I said, I swear down, check him out. He goes, nah, this is not a Mexican. I go, well, I'm serious. He's Canelo. Sal Canelo Alvarez. I got battered in the Trinidad. But yeah, he did. He gave us some value for money. Just something constant satanic, sickening. They're all rituals. Was London election rigged? I'm not sure. Nothing would surprise me. He goes, but have a look at what happened to Canelo and Ulysses Solis. Canelo beat him up. Solis was a flyweight of a woman. Yeah, I remember this story. Solis accused him of ending his career. Canelo denied beating him. I don't know what happened, man. So Canelo had a side piece, or he had a woman, and this guy Ulysses Solis took care of the woman. Yeah, he knew her. If you know what I'm talking about. And he's a flyweight, and apparently he got slapped up by Canelo, and poof, that's his career done. Yeah. Mayorga's the best entertaining fighter in the history of boxing. I mean, come on, man. He did MMA, he got a real bad record, like 1 win and 3 losses, but he just didn't care. I generally think he didn't care. And he had alcohol problems and drug problems, but I prefer a fighter with weaknesses, A fighter who's too perfect is not interesting to the soul. You know what I'm saying? You should say that, Carl. And also, apparently, allegedly, money laundering is a huge part of boxing. From the smallest promotions. Because you think, well, how can they make money on this rubbish shows without no TV? Money laundering. You feel me? And it goes even higher. At a big level, the money laundering, huge drug dollars. Wow. Was there really 73,000, blood? I always slapped Mosey's wife on that. Well, I don't usually agree with that kind of behaviour, but it's also quite based. Billy Joe Sausage v. Ewang Jr. too. No one cares. I think Billy Joe will fight again. Apparently he's done well with his money. He's made a lot of money. He's used it well. He's a bit naughty. He likes to drink. He likes to do his yayo. He's the biggest nutter in boxing history. I mean, like, crazy guy. Oh, damn. People always go, Ibiabuchi, but, you know, Mike Tyson, I would say, is pretty nuts. Mike Tyson has to be up there. Has to. I kind of like Kovalev, but he was, you know, he was just a drunkard and violent. You know, who do you think, man? You tell us. Oh, Andrew Golota, yeah, Andrei Golota is a very good one. I mean, I've never seen a fighter go so nuts. I remember the fight. I was a Golota fan, and then after winning the fight, he got disqualified. And the second fight, the same thing happened. You're like, how can you be so moronic? He's completely mad. James Butler's nuts. Oh, was he the one that killed, what's his face? Kellerman? Sam Kellerman? I say Edwin Valero. He had a, you know, Lee, that's a good point, but, you know, it's not an excuse, obviously, but Valero didn't he have a brain injury from a motorcycle accident, and he changed. Monzon, damn. Also, the other thing about Monzon is this. Carlos Monzon was in some ways came from poverty, but had everything. You know, and the French loved him. All the women thought he was really handsome. You know what I'm saying? And he went to all the best parties and clubs, but he still went nuts. Killed his wife, and yeah, it's crazy, man. Thank you again, my brother, for the £10, Mohammed, and thank you, brother. Andrei Golota, insane. But also it depends. I think, I'm sorry, I can't think of anyone more nuts than Mike Tyson. Yeah, I can't think of anyone more nuts than Mike Tyson. The Mitch Green fight on the streets, the biting the ears, the going to prison, the graping. You know what I'm saying? The admitting he was on mushrooms when he fought Roy Jones. You know, this guy is insane, man. He's got to be the one, man. Give me a better one than Mike Tyson. What's it with Woodlass and why? Curtis Woodlass. Tony Yala, he was nuts. But Jenny was a drug addict and rapist. He didn't have, well, obviously he was in prison for like 20 years, but he did not have the colourfulness of some of the other nutters like Mike Tyson. Ibiabuchi, cliche, I don't know. Chisora is pretty nuts. Chisora is pretty nuts. But he hasn't been sent to prison yet, so I'm striking him off. I think Strickland had a mobile accident. Dude, he's a nutter. Oh, well, Sean Strickland. I like Sean Strickland. Hector Macho Camacho, he's a weird one. Trevor Burr he was insane. Herbie Hyde, another. There's a lot of nutters in the heavyweight division. Randolph Turpin, says James Foster. Really? How was he mad? I don't think he was mad. Freddie Mills, he's suspected of being a serial killer. Yeah, and murking multiple bosses. Yeah. There's a weird book on it. It's mostly allegedly discredited, but I don't believe that, man. Yeah. You're always going to be suspicious when all the media repeatedly try and discredit a story. You're like, why are they so obsessed? Tyson is so nuts because what's Custom Art did to him as a child, pumping him full of roids and performing sick accent. Yeah, done a video on it. Sean Strickland came out with pissed after kids were playing Lockdown Digital. It's a crazy story, man. You know, that's some hillbilly story, man, but I like it. It probably might be the setup for some reason. Or another. Like for gun control. Oh, right wingers and MAGAs like Sean Strickland and guns are bad and okay. Tommy goes, there's a boy 10 hours to practice the Mora speech. In America, he goes, hey, I got your daughter on the phone, who's like 3 years old. She says, why doesn't Daddy want to be the heavyweight champion anymore? I mean, it's just so I'd have punched him in the mouth. I'd be like, I'd lose on purpose. If my trainer said that to me in a fight, I'd be like, you, how dare you bring my family into it? How dare you lie and try and manipulate me like this and pretend my daughter's going, why doesn't daddy want to be the heavyweight champion of the world? She's like 3-year-old, man. Come on, man. Larry Holmes had one instant when he went nuts and jumped on the car of Joe Budden. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Larry Holmes is pretty based. The only weird thing is when he got disqualified, I think, against Dwayne Bobick, which is the white guy who went to the Olympics and failed as a pro. Well, he didn't fail, but he didn't get to the top. But apart from that, Larry Holmes has always been super tough, man. Clifford Etienne, oh, Sonny, listen. You know what? It sounds weird, but naturally, Sonny probably wasn't that nuts. It's just that, he's been brought up to be, a golem, a thug for people with, for gangsters. And he's been brought up in a dark life since the beginning. He had no chance. I'm not excusing him. I'm pretty sure he's a wrong too. But Nathan Cleverly, really? Why do you say that, Thomas? What's Nathan Cleverly done? Teddy Bummin accused. Givontek's fighting Benavidez, but he doesn't appear to be at Atlas. Well, who'd want to be at Atlas? Anthony Smalls. What, mad? Anthony, what's happened to him, man? Carlos Baldomir is a true wrongman. Oh, yeah. He he touched his own daughters. Disgusting. Do you know the other one who did that was Davey Hilton Jr. And he was married to Gatti's sister. The most disgusting. I don't want to think about that. But I'll tell you what, man. I found a really interesting piece of trivia. I think it's Julio Cesar Chavez beats both Davey Hilton, right, and Carlos Baldomir, something like that, man. I found a really weird bit of trivia, and both of them were sick individuals. Yeah, I'll look for it another time, man. Juan Manuel Marquez used drugs as a pistol. Come on, man, he's serious. No, James Foster, Rockaway State Prison. He used to have WA title by the Dwight Braxton. Yeah, what's the guy called? The bull guy. The bull guy. Who's fighting Bivol number 10? He won't fight, I don't think. I think it's rescheduled. Chris Benoit is pretty crazy to say that it's true, but he wasn't a boxer. Base Canelo for knocking out Baldomir. Or maybe it was Canelo who knocked out Baldomir and Davey Hilton Jr. Tan Fruity Booth, yeah. What? I mean, I just want Tan to come to the light, to be saved, to see the glory. All right? Do you think we'll see Golovkin back in the ring for a final fight? Maybe on Turco? I hope not. And also, he's sensible. Golovkin has always been very sensible, right? Very few fighters are sensible. They miss the limelight. They miss the money. They miss the adulation. They wish the excitementism. Okay? But, Golovkin has always struck me very intelligent. Even like, you remember, Golovkin had a twin brother. I think he was part of the training team. And they had to decide, well, look, only one of you can box. The other one has to make a living to help the family. Imagine that. Imagine the beauty of family values to do that. And Triple G's brother, just became a farmhand. Did you get the legend Uzi Ahmed on the line? He'd probably be quite game. You've got to be pretty game, to be honest, to do that dominance and that craziness and then get ironed out. I bet he's probably quite game. Johnny Tapper, great life story. Yeah, but Don Diddy, thank you. Yeah, but it's kind of dark. I've met Johnny Tapper, you know that? Yeah, he boxed at York. That's right. He was. I don't read too much into it, but it's almost you could see the darkness in the eyes, man. They seem too much. Honestly, that's what the first thing I said. I was like, you're friendly and energetic, but the eyes they have a dark look about them. I swear there's some fruity business goes on. Yeah, and they're obsessed with like women boxing there too. I can get a Ramzan Hadid over them. Oh, come on, man. I love it, man. I always thought Peter McNeely was a bit mental, says Ferky. Yes, bro. He's in Boston now. He's done some oil drilling. I think, unfortunately, he took a lot of shots. And he's a brave guy, right? He wasn't the best, but he's a brave guy. He really went for Tyson. He tried to do it for Uncle Curly. Yeah, he failed, but he tried to do it for Uncle Curly. And I think he's definitely lost it. Alex, he does seem sensible. If he was giving it out, the best time is he retired on top. He still gave Canelo a tough fight, even on the decline. He never got hurt or knocked out in his career. Who are you talking about, bro? What fight are you talking about, blood? Yeah, I've smoked this vape a bit. It's done. Whew. Yeah, who are you talking about, bro? Johnny Tapia is a Romero all-time classic. Tapia was electric. Oh, man. I seen him fight live. You believe that? In the York Hall. I seen him fight live. And I think he knocks a guy out in round 1 or round 2. I can't remember. But it's like, oh, man. I wanted more. And the guy who was boxing was tough. He stops him with a body shot, I think. And, like, the speed, the combinations, the balance, the accuracy. Oh, it was incredible, man. Great. I really remember that day. I have a signed Johnny Tapia, what's it called? Program. My knee's totally contract now. Yeah, I've heard that, James, and that's a shame, man. He's a brave guy, His father fought Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight title. Oh, sorry, it's about Golovkin. He does seem to. Sorry, that makes sense. I can't believe I forgot. He's given it up at the best time. He retired at the top. He gave Canelo a tough fight. Yeah, on the yeah. Oh, no, it makes sense. I can't believe I didn't get that. Golovkin, of course, Golovkin. Katie Taylor is Charlie Parsons on the street. Charlie Parsons is such a weak, vulnerable midget at 5'4", with a stupid look on his face. Katie Taylor would beat amazingly. Teddy Taylor's, I don't know what that means, but you're probably right. Charlie Parsons, Lord, what a dweeb. I mean, he threatened me in a private message. All I did was like photo cap it and put it out. I was like, I can't believe this idiot chat. He goes, yeah, you try and say that same energy. Come and see me at the next boxing show. He's 5'4", he's never boxed. I actually felt a bit bad though, because he's young. There has to be some nepotism there, because there's no way a guy with no talent who has a low IQ would ever get a job of that level out of the blue, who's never boxed, who's never had nothing to do with boxing. It's got to be nepotism. Katie Taylor should retire. She's been in the wars. She's 37. I care so little about her. I swear Parsons suffers from fetal alcohol. Yeah, he has got. Greta Thunberg does as well. Have you seen those? It's like there's certain aspects of your face that are messed up. And then he hit the wax hard and shows lovely blood a total mess. Oh, did he do the pipe as well? Did he do the pipe? Boxing is extremely cruel. I mean, probably more than any sport, I think. Because these guys, 1 minute they're everything, then they're nothing. And they've retired a lot of money, but they don't know what to do if they're lucky. If they're lucky. I'm talking about the lucky guys. And then they get headaches, they get punch drunk. Yeah, man, it's a sick sport, but at least we need to admit it. Parsons look like a chick popping its tiny undeveloped head out. Oh, what a little good. It's Parsons. I don't know, but there's something going on there. Parsonstein, maybe we need to check the live section. Can someone check the early live section? Golovkin won 2 out of 2 against Canelo. He got robbed just like Kovalev. He's would. Yeah. And this is why you have to be cynical about boxing, because you can predict that. When he was crackhead, 100%, it's a shame, man. He was gutsy. He didn't turn down fights. He got knocked out by Butterbean, Mike Tyson. He was gutsy, but he did like, the white. I don't think. What about his nose? Did Sonny Risky have a chance with a goal? No, and he would win a Hell in a Cell match. I don't know what Hell in a Cell is, but Sonny have a chance with a goal? No, she would definitely not into white men. Definitely not. Black American, and Afro-Caribbean women are generally taught to hate the white men and reject them. But there are some people like Otto Wallin's girlfriend, you know, who like to be all drilled. But African women love white guys. Why did you threaten? If you want the exact conversation, you can look at. He blocked me now. Obviously, I defeated him. I said, "You're a midget. You don't know anything about boxing. Your eyes too wide apart." But yeah, I can't. He goes, he suddenly PM me. He goes, "Yeah, what's good?" I said, and he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Look, you know, you're obviously a virgin." So I was like, this guy, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, you've got no friends in real life. And then what else did the prick say? You're jealous of me. You can't wait to see my post. I was like going, what? Says the person just PM me. He goes, yeah, you won't show that energy. Come to the next boxing show. And come and see me. I'm like, well, you've got to be high, man. He spends fear in recent wearing his Muslim hat. He, another Devin Gainey skipping Ramadan. Yeah. You can look at my Twitter. There's a picture of it. I've done a meme. And he blocked me as well. James Foster, Dickie Eckham's on the crack pipe. His feature HBO documentary. This is really worth watching. It doesn't matter if you don't like boxing. Obviously, we're all boxing fans here because it's a boxing channel. But what I mean is, like, anybody could watch the show, and it's crazy. It's like in the 90s, right? These poor white guys, including Dickie Eckland, he was a very talented boxer. He fought Ray Leonard, and they're on the pipe. They sit there with their beer in these like desolate rooms. Their front rooms desolate. A few rubbish bits of furniture, smoking the crack pipe. Blood clot. Yeah, some dark documentary, so check it out, yo. Thank you for reminding me, James Foster. When Nearly Gets Taxed was like watching a demented sheep loose in there. Like, oh, but he went for it, bro. You've got to give it to him. He went for it, you know. McCall loved the toot. Yeah, I think the pipe or toot. The pipe or toot. Oh man, where's my pipe? Oh. Virgins often project on other people according to other virgins. Parsons' a virgin. I mean, it was just so bizarre. It was like, really? That's the best you can do? And it's so predictable. Like, you know, like normies, when they encounter arguments they can't refute, but emotionally they can't accept because they're programmed, right? And these people will just say, you're a virgin, you live in your mother's basement, you've never had a girlfriend, you've got no friends, you're jealous, and that's it. Those are the only things they'll say. It's like clockwork, fam. It's just, man, people are just pathetic, most of them. Never forget Tyson's eyes darting around looking at Manini's face to the referees and Josh. Oh, that was, to be honest, that was intimidating. Tyson could be very intimidating. You know, he's 5'10", and he sat next to Bruno, and Bruno was terrified of him, staring him in the eyes. He's staring up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Peter Manini eyes. But Manini stood there and took it. He didn't look down. He did not bottle it. So give him that credit. He was out of his depth, and he got taken care of. But no, he had the guts to go head on. There's no way Parsons. Well, you wouldn't think so, right? Manini's touched absolutely extraordinary fight. Oliver Cole had the best chin in boxing. I 100% say that, Sven, and I'll say that every time. And whatever Jake LaMotta had an incredible chin, a huge head, yeah, and lived to be like 95. But you know, he was still a middleweight. And Chuvalo was a heavyweight, but he went over. McCall, it's like a bowling ball. It cannot be cracked. It cannot be cracked. Yeah. He did almost stop Bruno. I was so pissed yesterday when I heard that Beterbiev tore his meniscus since before I got really buzzed by this. He must be American because in the UK I was so pissed today. I mean, I was so drunk today. In America, in it, I was so pissed today means in English I was so pissed off today. Does that make sense? So yeah, I know. Oh man, I was very gutted, man. It happens though. Acoustics in the house. Of course, like, comment, share, sub to the subscribe. I always forget without my boy Acoustics. Of course, like. It's free and it keeps these sickening, bitter, no life haters away. Yeah. Of course, cracked off his nuts, had super shit. But you think crack improves your chin? I mean, you know, I suppose technically, if you did a pipe, I mean, on the one hand, you might go, oh, it messes up your head. On the other hand, it might open up all your blood vessels, right? So blood flows more freely. And also, you smoked a crack pipe, so you don't feel the pain. So yeah, maybe crack works. Best chinners, James Tony. Nah, I'm still going all over call. Full side Peter, light 2 profiles, never locked out. Yeah, we did lose to Dave Tiberi. Bruno is so overrated in the UK. He's a fringe killer. He barely scraped a belt from a cracker. Oh, it's pathetic. And all they go is, oh, he almost knocked out Tyson. No, he didn't. He lost every round against Tyson. In the second fight, he was so scared he kept on crossing himself and got battered. In the first fight, he was knocked down in 15 seconds and got battered. He landed one punch. And this guy, Harry Carpenter, Reg Guttridge, goes, get in there, Frank. Huh? What happened? Tyson took a stutter back and kept on smashing up Bruno. He never came close to beating him. And you listen to normies in the pub think, oh, imagine if he landed one punch, you'd have knocked out Tyson. No, he wouldn't, man. He's a bum. Popping out for a quick fag means something else. Tony Agujin was put down several times. Yeah, I thought he was. I can't remember who by though. But he was definitely very tough. He's got a cannibal head. Look at them heads, them cannibal-shaped heads. How can you crack that coconut? Liam and Chase, big up Chubby. Times dissing and BKM in his vids. Wow. I predicted this would happen. Did I not say? I don't say I'm smart. But I said, look, he's already worried about the BKM thing. He's started to slag him off. He's hoping BKM drops him, but it's too late. He's been bought. He's somewhere he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be. And I tried to help him. I said, time come to the light. And remember, guys, you can still give me a super chat. A Cash App, a Litecoin, a Bitcoin, or a buy me a beer if you want. If you're bored or whatever. Bruno is the equivalent of Chisora with a questionable. The only thing he had was a massive right hand. Actually, he had a nice jab, to be honest, but he had a huge right hand, and he was extremely chinny. And you know what really bugs me? And you know someone who doesn't really know boxing when they say this. They go, no, well, they think they know boxing, but they don't. And they say, oh, remember like Frank Bruno had a great chin. I was like, what do you mean? He's been stopped like all these times. Oh, yeah, but no, he'd take the punch, but he's still on his feet, wasn't he? He was still on his feet when he stopped. And I was like, what? I said, Bone Crusher Smith flattened him. And also, to say he's got a good chin because he hasn't fallen over, but you sit there with a stupid look on your face, completely out of your head. It's crazy, man. Time cannot maintain relationship anymore. I feel sorry for him. He's super lonely. I agree. And I invite him to the light. But he pushes everyone away and he turns on them. He can't be trusted. I hate Bruno's holding ramp, but yeah, he's like boom, boom, boom. He's a huge, muscular guy. Definitely PDs. I don't know Roy Jones and Sam Peter put him over. Oh, Tony. Who's the biggest Rumpelstiltskin? What's a Rumpelstiltskin, bro? I've been a bit thick, bro. Bruno's better than 40 Harrison. Yeah, marginally, but that's not great. Tiny, be careful. Rotherham and Fed will get. Well, I'm serious. Pray for Tan. It's not too late for him to be saved. I agree. He needs it. He needs it. He's in a dark place, and he needs to be saved and see the light. Tan, I said to you, come to the light, brother. Tan doesn't want to be someone else's court jester. Yeah, but he's like a court jester on the pocket. I told you, when you're in prison in America, yeah? Let's say you're not hard enough to look after yourself. And you're like, I'm going to have to bitch my ass out. In one way or another, I'm getting fucked in the ass. Okay? But, then you like think, well, hang on a minute. If I'll go to the toughest guy and say, I could be a bitch. You can do what you want me. Just protect me. Right? And that's what Tan's done. He's on the pocket. He can't leave the pocket. You can't leave the pocket. He has to continue getting shafted all the time. Do you understand me? Well, if Bentley's Cougs said be killed, I think Cougs is that. I think Cougs is doing all right, and he's very happy that he got out of a potentially very sticky situation, right? A very sticky situation with the what's it called? MTK stuff. He got out of that situation. So I think he's just happy to be alive, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think he's bright enough to be that manipulative, and he doesn't have to. Yep. Every bitch is be the next Ali. What a joke. Imagine how dirty. Oh, bad joke. Oh, come. That's gross. But, yeah, can you imagine that? I told you that. Gareth the arsehole Davis, said that compared Ebony Bridges to Muhammad Ali, because they're a free spirit. He said they're both free spirits, and the ownership of her body. What a weird thing to say. The fact she's got an OF and the ownership of her body. No one with a brain cannot realize that he's been paid to roll out a sick agenda there. All right. Great fight. And like I said, people that say, oh, this would happen, don't know shit about boxing. All statistics, all the laws of probability. Because what you have to say is, go, if they fought 10 times, I mean, ideally 100 times, let's say 10 times, how many times would X win in this manner? How many times would Y win in that manner? Right? So, if you had the peak David Price versus peak Bruno, and Price was confident still, damn, I would edge towards Bruno just because his chin was better than Price. Price was pea-headed and chin-chinned. Yeah, I think 6-4 I'm going. Tony had beaten Michael's second 2-9, one of my favourite boxers. Mike McCallum, 24 years old. Eubank, first game champ, 25 years. Levels. Tan got rinsed by the Prince and he threw his dummy out of the park. It was a bit embarrassing, man. I'd be ashamed. That Tan's like 45. He should be more grown up, man. Who's the weaker bet holder? Bruno or Charles Martin? Damn. It sounds bizarre, but Charles Martin, because he was fighting the Ukrainian guy or Lithuanian guy, and the guy fell over his own ankle and twisted his leg after winning the first couple of rounds. So at least Bruno won the title against McCall. Charles will walk this earth like a Hmong man. What's the time? Yeah, I'm going to stop soon. Mike McCallum, Steve McCallum, I hardly remember today, but guys like Eubanks and Ben, when McCallum would have beaten him. But there's so much fakeness. BKM Diddy time man down. Looks like it. McCallum both beat Steve Collins, right? He beat Eubank. But yeah, and boxing is never simple. It's about timing. It's about styles. It's about preparation. You feel me? They're probably exciting fight. Glad he retired at times. So, yeah, that Povetkin knockout is one of the most grim things I've seen, man. He goes, I can't remember which shot it is. Bing, I think it's the right hand. Bing, and Dave Price just goes like freezes, like Mortal Kombat. You know Mortal Kombat like this, aren't they? When you've done all their energy, you sit there like that, waiting to do a fatality. Like you rip their heads off with a spine on it. That was Sub-Zero's fatality. So that's what David Price looked like when he's like that. And Povetkin, was horrible, man. I couldn't watch it now. I'm too sensitive. Povetkin just goes up and goes, I think it's a left hook. I'm fairly sure it's a left hook. Bang, right on his chin. And David Price, wow, man, that's one of the horriblest knockouts, man. Callum Canelo, yeah, sorry. Tony Johnson, Jackson, Callum Bay Hopkins was better than Benny. Yeah, but they avoided them. I mean, Callum Bay, I don't know. I think Eubank or Ben would both have a chance with Julian Jackson. Hopkins, I don't know. He's so messy and ugly. McCallum. I think Bennett and Eubank, McCallum would be even odds. Tony would win. Yeah, I think Michael's 2-0 would win, certainly against Eubank. There's a chance Ben would chin Michael's 2-0. Shalom. Left hook while he was out on the. Oh, Alex, it was just, you know, I want to put it on, but it's one of the ugliest things I've seen. You know, he was just zombified. Finish him. Bang. I'm surprised his head didn't come off, blood. Alexander Sasha Povetkin knockout of the bum snatcher weapons. But the first one, yeah. He got put over, right? And then I put some money on Povetkin because they're underpricing him. And I think, I can't remember the sequence of shots, but he does something perfect. Like bring his hands down, bop, and White just goes boom. It's the end. In the rematch, I can't believe I didn't put money on White because Povetkin had COVID. You look at him in the weigh-in, he's got a fat belly. You know, his arms are slim. His shoulders have no muscularity. You know, and it was so obvious. I mean, that was the most obvious bet that I missed. Jab, left uppercut. The sound was so. Yeah, that was in the so-called Matchroom stable things, wasn't it? Yeah, man. So he did a jab, black. Devastating. The breach stature stole everything out of boxing. I can't hate anyone who makes money out of boxing. I mean, boxers. I cannot hate boxers to make money out of boxing because it's the hardest way to earn your money. I know that's a cliche, but you are giving up. If you look at statistics, professional boxers live 10 years less than the rest of the population. That's a serious health risk. So if these guys are willing to put themselves on the line like that, they deserve everything they get by fair or foul means. Chisora Zhang, let's go. No. Poor Chisora needs to retire. Put down multiple times and jab. I remember it's a beautiful shot. And it's one of those ones, right? Oh, TFL's just gone live. He's probably hating. He's been watching this live and he's hating. And he's gone live. Put times multiple times and jab. I mean, and it's one of those ones where like Povetkin just walks away, as I remember. I may be wrong. He walks away knowing that's it, man. End of. Yeah. About Povetkin first fight against White. Yeah, good bet, bro. What odds did you get? Povetkin's body looked like Zhang's against Parker. Untrained. Dash, down goes Dylan White. Sash, yeah, man. Some fight, man. Some knockout. Would you dare go with mental issues, bipolar, schizophrenia? No, absolutely not. Don't take that risk. She might be lovely. You know, you don't owe. You're gonna give your life up. You don't owe her nothing. You don't owe her just to be soft and to feel you're wrong. You know, if she's mad, bipolar. What's the other one? There's another mental craziness that women have. Nah, stay away, blood. Sorry. Well, don't. It's your life as well, brother. Don't do that to yourself, man. Leave that to another man. Well, that juice went fixed Dillian's chin. D-ball, I thought it made my chin better, but well, actually, I don't know if I'm actually. No, I don't think I can judge that because I never sparred when I was on D-ball, but I felt so strong, man. Nutty little Russian Povetkin. I wish he never took the rematch just for start. Yeah, he's done for the money, brother. You know, and he should never have been there. They must have offered him a super purse. He knows the retirement fight. It's like he just had COVID, and he's like, "Well, they're going to pay me $1 million just for this. I'll do it." Yeah. Oh, that's right. Personality disorder, all major. Yeah. Sorry, bro. You got to stay away. How good Zex is. Crazy women are better at Zex because they're loopy. Oh, my boy Dom Diddy. Towards your favourite vape. Oh, thank you, Dom Diddy. Great to see you, brother. £5.54. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. This one is not this is called Mango Kush, but it's not it's not that great, bro. Like the other ones, if I took a huge blast off it, I'd sit there, I'd be like, damn. Would you date a bird that sees a psychiatrist? Yeah, possibly. Because she might have been fooled into, maybe she's had problems and she thinks this is the way out. It could unpack things, and, she's been sold the BS of go to a psychotherapist. You need help. She's been sold that BS, that ignorance. So she's doing it. Yeah, I don't think that's a big problem. She's also watching Brady and even Charlie Parsons go, Lee, I mean, come on, bro. I hope you're not high or anything. Charlie Parsons would go, Christopher. Yeah, I was amazed, to be honest with you. He kept on responding. That's Ridston. And I felt a bit bad. It wasn't a hard job exactly. And he couldn't let it go. And then he PM'd me and threatened me. Yeah. Wait till I see you at the next show. Wait till I see you at the next show. You won't have that energy. I was like, is this guy high? Is this guy on the pipe? He's 5'4" midget. He's never boxed. And a very hittable head. And you want to fight me? Come on. Povetkin was shot for years before white. Yeah, he would have wrecked him earlier. Yeah, I actually think he gave Joshua his hardest fight, one of his hardest fights, I should say, and it's actually Joshua's best win. I'd say Povetkin is Joshua's best win. Even Sonny would take passes. Of course, Sonny would get his first stoppage win for a bit. Threatened by a midget. I mean, it was just like, I put it, you probably still see it. He's blocked me now, but I think I'll put it on my Twitter. And I was just like, it's going insane. It's just, I felt a bit sorry for him, I don't want to attack people that are mentally deficient, for example. I remember Tony Soprano's mother saying that psychotherapy are a ton of scam on the goy. Yeah, 100%. And it never solves anything. You know what? The only thing that psychotherapy is good at is that you have someone that you paid to listen to you for 45 minutes or an hour and is trained to listen to you. Because you talk to your friend like that, after 5 minutes, they'll be like, 1 minute, checking their phone. They don't listen to your BS. But trained psychotherapists will. And you get it off your chest, and it's like, whoa, wow, I feel good. Someone listened to what I had to say, and that's all it is. It's a total scam. You talk to AI, man. Talk to AI. If you want to pass questions, how excited are you for this? Yeah, he's not the most talented, is he? So it begs the question, so how did you get the job? There's got to be nepotism. Imagine Chantal Cameron Bed, slimy things. Oh, Michael, come on, blood. She came in with a beet red face, very shiny, like a waxed tomato, fat. And this was the announcement. I said, they're having a press conference, Queensbury, to announce that this red-faced, waxed tomato, like fat bird, is now fighting Queensbury, yeah? And Alam Hamed, who's completely whack, and the next Campbell and Hatton is fighting for us. And you actually made a press conference on that. Parsons will be able to avoid straight punches at his eyes. Exactly. You imagine him and what's his face? Sky Nicholson had a child. It'd be like, a real hammerhead shark. You know, they'd be great at the hooks. They'd be quite good at fighting Canelo because Canelo lacks hooks, don't he? So they see all the hooks coming, but they cannot take the straight punches. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, of course. And what them other guys like Charlie Veitch and something Oliver from Ollie from London, Charlie Veitch, complete wrongs. Black Uncle Toss, what are you saying, blood? Show me, you see the video of Javonge Davis Savage last dinner was so dumb. Yeah, I was disgusted, my brother. I was disgusted. I'm sure you were. I'm sure the fans were. You know, this kind of sickness. There's no place for it, brother. There's no place for it. There's no place for it. And they want children to see this kind of sickness. It's no good, man. It needs to be destroyed. Chantal likes pride. She likes everything. She likes boxing ability. She likes charm. She likes gratitude. She lacks a nice body. You know what I'm saying? Some kid would look like Sid the Sloth. Oh, the kid. Yeah, I haven't watched Ice Age, but I know what you mean. Her eyes are like, whoop. Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying. Terrifying. What's the time? Oh, I kept going a bit more than I would. I'm kind of enjoying it, man. The problem is, now I've got a steak that I seasoned, but I'm a bit too tired to make it now. And it's like almost 11:30 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a dilemma. I'm in a dilemma here. What should I do? What should I do? Blap. Right, well, if no one's going to say nothing, then I will say this. Thank you to my boy Shane Bongos for the 666 creepy numbers, but we'll deal with that. Thank you, Palmer, £2. Yes, my brother. You get yourself off, Shandy. Yes, of course. Alex Feather 333, more creepy numbers. Can Chubby do John Fury impression? On the hard road. Shane Bongos, my boy 333. Dom Diddy 555. Thank you. Towards your favorite vape, Chubby. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Oh, we have some more comments. Pork stew. What are you talking about, right? Oh. Have a few bro. To make a proper stew, you gotta cook that stuff for at least 4 hours, bro. No. Listen, bro. Like, I need to eat something that I can make in like 10 minutes at the most. In fact, I might put some bacon in my air fryer and make a bacon sandwich. But I'd prepared a steak. I was at the start, went to the gym, came back, used to. I got sucked in, brother. I got sucked in, you know. The fans have been generous. There's been a lot of good conversation, you know. I hit the vape. So, you know. But, you know, if I'm cool, if you're cool, I'm cool. Campbell and Hatton, Clash 50. I'd pay-per-view that, brother. No, not a lot, but I paid $9.99. Yeah, £9.99 to watch Campbell and Hatton fight Gracie Shields. And I don't know, brother. The only thing I'll tell you is this: no one's getting stopped in that fight. It's going the distance, bro. Sam Soul is straight. Yeah, Sam Soul's like the least straight person that's ever existed. Yeah. As if Michael made it there. So I don't know, man. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't update his channel. He doesn't spam here anymore. I hope he's alright. I hope he sees the light. Really. Has some bagels. I actually really like bagels. But I haven't got any, to be honest with you. Pop round to John Fiore's caravan. He loves to go as Gypsy King 5. Yeah, he pretty lives in like 2 up, 2 down house. Right? Roots is, yeah, decorated in the most disgusting, over the top, naff way inside. Yeah. You know, really over the top. And he calls it his castle. What a bum. Everybody's probably watching just like Tyler's. Yeah, apparently Tyler started his, you know, he's probably I think we probably share some of the same fans, you know. Juicy Jewish, I actually do love bagels, bro. I can't hate. But that's just the food. It doesn't mean I got to put up with what's attached to the food, do I? I said, just give me the food. Leave all the other bullshit. Salita set up Dilly with a fake drug test for knocking his little house. I've heard this theory, and I think it could hold some water. Once time moved down, I'm nothing, just probably crying like he was always doing these days. You know, he's lost his will to live. It seems like, you know, he's lost his will to live. But he went live allegedly. Alex Fellas laughing. I like to see me fans laugh. You know, I think it's rewarding. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go straight on Monday. I didn't plan this at all. You know, sometimes shit just happens. Sounds like someone's stuck in an abusive relationship, trying to give subtle hints that he's unhappy, but it's stuck. Also, yeah, like some woman down the pub, he keeps on trying to drop hints that her husband is a piece of shit and beats her, but he hasn't got the guts to come out with it, right? He hasn't got the guts to like come out with it, so he has to drop hints, and he hopes people can read the sadness in his eyes, but they can't because he's a very deceptive individual. So people don't know what to think, man. They just know he's very damaged and he needs to come to the light. Tyler's gutted. He isn't getting the hex scans, but well, of course he is. He's admitted himself. He wants it for the money, and that's where he's gone badly wrong. He got cocky. He lost his originality, right? He just thought these guys are gonna, yeah, it's too easy. These guys, he didn't concentrate properly. He didn't make good t-shirts. Yeah, and he had a great chance, but he ruined it. And now he's a white dwarf headed for a black hole. You think snooker, black hole? You think snooker, World Championship fixed? New win last year, new win this time, and other sausage. I mean, without a doubt, it's possible. There's been loads of snooker, to my understanding, you know, betting scams that have been proven. So yeah, I think some people theorize that all the sports are fixed by the betting lines, right? And I don't believe it necessarily. Maybe for sometimes, yes. But and the NFL is especially suspect because it's a sports entertainment company, like WWE. It's not a sports athletic company. You understand me? So you can fix it, okay? Because it's entertainment. So you got to understand, if a certain result will win the bookies $500 million, and another result will lose them, you know, 100,000. Well, I think you know where it's going to go. Snooker's one of the easiest sports to fix. Yeah. Lee talks about it. Absolutely, because there's only two players and a ref that isn't that important. It's not like, you know, in football they're going to make big calls all the time. Nah. You know, a referee in snooker does nothing except shine a few balls, blood. It's the easiest sport to fix. You just corrupt one guy, and you don't even have to corrupt the whole. Yeah, you know, you don't have to say lose this match. It's not like somebody just go, look, just make sure you do this in this frame, right? Or something like, you know, whatever it is. You foul, and then they'll put loads of money on fouling in a certain frame. Do you understand me? Bossing baby, you kidding? There's a video on YouTube that needs an excerpt from John Fury. The bullshit is off the scale. The man's massive. He's got a pathological lying nonsense. Yeah, listen. Yeah, you know when you meet people and they're into boxing, or maybe you box. Like, oh yeah, so did I. Like, all right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what did he do? Was he amateur? Or you a pro? Oh, I swear down. Is a cliche. A semi-pro. Oh really? Yeah. So I imagine. Oh, yeah, had 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. So there's always a draw. Recognize there's always a draw in this bullshit story. Yeah, and 23 knockouts. They always knock out like 95% of their opponents. You're like, okay, cool, pretty cool. That's cool, yeah. But I had to stop because I had an arm injury or some bullshit like that. If someone breathes oxygen, Time will accuse him of copying. Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he? It's like, I think he's given that up. And he knows he knows he was what's the word? He knows he acted in an immoral manner. And he knows he hasn't got my skills for it. Ethiopian food import. We only eat out in Ethiopian business. Nothing goes to waste, even the waste of vomit, man. Hi, Emperor Michael. Who's the worst boxer? John Fury or Bill Hader? Oh, damn. So, Bill Hader was a drug dealer, so sold drugs to children. He wished that Ryan Garcia got killed by his son. John Fury, on the other hand, blinded a man in one eye and tried to blind him in the other eye. Is a complete liar. Is a bully. Oh, man. Damn. That's probably the toughest question I've ever had to answer in my entire life. And I don't know, man. There's something about blinding a man that sickens me. I think it's pretty fair. Lee, my boxing is 60 and 1, 60 kills. My only loss was to Sonny Evans by UD. Yeah. I hope for the day when I hear someone say that. Emperor Macamon didn't pay the housing benefit. That's why Emperor fled. Yeah. Tony Tan said Carl Frost was copying him because he said, let's wrap this up at the end of the video. I know. He's completely deluded. He's, I believe he's lost his mind. I believe he is incapable of being objective anymore. He's drug-addled. He's alcoholic. Oh, slow down, brother, and come to the light. I'm trying to help you, my man. You know what I'm saying? And he's been bought. He's on the pocket. He's hanging on the pocket. Okay, well, you know, this is not like the life I dreamed of. Being on someone's pocket. My amateurs are... oh, blood clot. Me fans are the funniest, eh? My amateur record is 100. Yeah. I think I boxed as well. I only had 48 fights, but I had 46 knockouts. I had a draw as well, 1 draw. Ethiopian boxing, float like a poop sandwich, sting like a hard stale pea. I think that's Triple R. Don't forget Fury tried to bunk. I'll bomb you. Sickening individual. Time coming across really desperate now. I feel sorry for him. I genuinely do. I do say to him, just get a grip, man. Think about what path you're going down. Think about the reality. Come to the light, brother. Come to the light. I call you to the light, Time. Yeah, I believe Tyler's been involved in some very questionable encounters, definitely. Tyler needs to thank Don Eagle for not giving Carl Froch his bed surgery. Why? What was going to happen, man? Do you think Carl would have turned up? I think Carl's... The weird thing about Carl is he's extremely emotional. You know, I know people in the England camp when he was there and, you know, preparing for the World Championships, and he was like, start crying and refused to spar. And before fights, he'd get so nervous. But this is why he's so tough mentally. He overcame that. To win some great fights. They think he's semi-pro is a 35 world record because he'd be slamming everyone. Yeah, well, usually they always say, this is the other thing, when they tell you these stories, yeah, semi-pro, yeah, I had 25 wins, one draw and one loss, and 24 knockouts. Oh, really? Super. Yeah, fucking hell. Like Eddie Earns with his 4 wins at super heavyweight, 3 bantamweight up. But yeah, quite often the story they roll is that, oh, I had an injury though. I hit too hard, so I kept on breaking. Yeah, I kept on breaking my forearms. I always say knuckle. I kept on breaking my forearms, and because I hit too hard, so I had to retire. I swear down, this is the kind of bullshit these guys do. Triple Grapers loves Triple Beach. Of course he does. He's watching. What's up, blood? Yeah, the draw gives away the fake amateur. Yeah, there are some places you get draws actually still in amateur boxing. Belgium, France, and I think Austria or Turkey. But Belgium and France you can. So, but I once said to a guy, he goes, yeah, oh, I had 10 wins. I said, you box? Yeah, as an amateur. I was, oh, cool. What club do you box for? Oh, a few. I was like, okay. Yeah, I had without me even asking him, my record was 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw with 9 knockouts. And I was like, damn, that's a pretty good record. That's a pretty good record. And yeah, what happened? Oh, yeah, I had an accident. I broke my hand because apparently I hit too hard, and yeah. So I had to retire because I kept on breaking my arm. Yeah, man. Is he still there, blood? Carl could fill in time. Carl is definitely a tough guy. Yeah, even if he has moments of vulnerability. Carl Ford is definitely a tough guy, and he can hit hard. Yeah, he'd demolish him. Frost really cried on the ringside of someone Groves was not giving credit. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, it wasn't just not giving him credit. He was absolutely. George Groves was quite vicious with his tongue, and he was absolutely rinsing Frost, and Frost almost cried. I even think Groves said, "Are you going to cry?" I do think Groves deserved a win. There was some trickeration in the first fight, and then he fell on his own leg. But I found out Groves is actually apparently not a great guy. I've spoken to people that spotted him and go, he was just a prick. And that's why DeGale didn't like him at Dell Youth. But, I was on Groves' side, but now I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, it's too long ago. Who cares, man? Conor McGregor is buying out bare knuckle TV. But yeah. He's a partial owner. Frost would have shut up. What? Thrown up to the door? Nah, man. Frost is a very successful guy, man. He's extremely tight with money. He collects coupons and uses them at supermarkets, even though he's got 26 properties. But he's very astute in that way. Some people say it's his Ashkenazi blood. But, yeah, so he... I don't think he would take that risk. He's got children, a wife. He's got a great lifestyle, restaurants, properties. I don't believe he'd risk it by threatening Time Booth, and he would get too nervous and pull out. Do you think Abdul Mohammed will do it? No, another fail sign like this. Yeah. Okay, so no, he's going to fail absolutely. The only thing that makes you think he might not fail is because he's actually getting backed by his own dad who knows boxing. But so he had 3 amateur fights, lost 2, won 1. He had 1 pro fight against someone who's had 1 win and 5 losses, all by KO. 4 of them in the first round, or 3 of them in the first round. I mean, no, he's going to get. He's Campbell's hand. He's had an easy life. There's only one prince. Is Dave Caldwell the PhD of boxing? No, maybe the low rent version. More amateur boxers have 50% rate. Rate of what, bro? Oh, wins, yeah. That would make sense. One of Eddie's wins was Spotty Frank. The other one was Parsons. Oh, yeah, he knocked. It was a body shot. He knocked out Frank Smith. But come on, Frank Smith knew he had to lay down, bro. I think it was genuine. But it's a good piece of acting, but I believe it was genuine. boxing still bad in Sweden. Oh, pro boxing. It was for ages, and also in Norway, I think. So they used to go to Denmark. I don't think anymore, no. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how many stake is. Nobody's a better amateur record than Teddy Ellis. He has 100 wins, isn't it? With 0 losses and 93 knockouts, stoppages. Yeah, but he had to stop because he had a bad back. I'm not even joking. That is the genuine reason why he apparently had to stop boxing at the age of 19, because he had a bad back. Even though he could hold the pads from Mike Tyson. Imagine that. Oh, my back's too bad to box, but I can hold the pads for this kind of wrecking machine. You know what I'm saying? This drugged up wrecking machine. You know what I'm saying? What a liar. And it's like, listen, man, boxing's not for you, Teddy. You know, you're whack. Did we think he healed was just because they didn't want to eat for her? Well, because it looks like diarrhea. I don't think so. It's probably a lie anyway. Gross was never the same after he fell on his own legs. That's true. He did win the world title, though. I beat Telly Ellis and Tel Aviv. The Tel Aviv Golden Gloves. Gross and together both narcissists. Right. Gross just slightly better at hiding. And also a lot cleverer. I mean, that's one of the big things, was that decay was not very clever. And Groves was pretty sharp, right? Pretty sharp and smart. And he destroyed decay, right, in those head-to-heads. And not only that, he made decay look very bad. He made him look very bad. You know, decay's best thing was, oh, by the way, your breath stinks. And oh, your suit is stupid, isn't it? Yeah, he got destroyed. I won a lot of money on that. I put money on Groves points. It's like 12 to 1 or something stupid. Groves is a nerd out of boxing, completely different person. He builds model planes, cars, and collects trains. No lie, he's very interesting. Yeah, he's very interesting. No, for sure. He's probably an autist, you know. And a lot of my favorite people are. Talented White, the flat of Billy Joe Rogan. Yeah, I remember that. I think I might even watch it live. It was pretty cringe, man. It was pretty cringe, but you know, Billy Joe's quite a serious guy. But yeah, I don't know, man. It didn't look good. It didn't look good. Hey, Otto. Dubama's going to quit again. Yeah, against Hogan. Yeah, I believe so. People are claiming he shut hard because he beat up a putty with no stuff. Yeah, I mean, even early on, right? If you watch that fight again, which I don't recommend you do, but I remember commentators were going like, you know what, Gerald's hurting him, and he can feel it. Dubam, you know, a few more rounds, and we'll see if he can still be there. And usually the commentary are just biased, but they were right. But Gerald just gassed after 3 rounds, the fat idiot. Which one of those media guys will confront Alex on his news says, he won't be, brother. You know why? Another amateur boxer took his fight card, Carlo Boxer, and wrote nearly 100 wins on it. Sad but true. I mean, why would you do such thing? The problem is this, right? People will always know, especially, right? If you stay in the same community, people always go, what's that idiot? He's talking rubbish. He had 1 fight. 100 fights, unbeaten. You know, why would you lie? You become a fool. There's no logical reason for it. Dubam will do the triple knee again. Yeah, I completely agree. You know, when they have the betting shops there, so they go, oh, ask a price. Like, you can ask any price. Hashtag. I put hashtag Dubam to take a knee or Dubam to quit on a knee, right? What odds will he give me for that, man? Titan Fizz Blackwater. Oh, yeah, the Blackwater. Yeah, man, he can't deal with it, man. It's like juju. It's like juju, bro. He just sits there like freaked out, bro. Every time somebody, yeah, man, I don't really like alcohol. Titan fears Sonny. No, he fears Sonny. But no, I don't think he fears Sonny. He probably fears Richard Towers, who's a mate of Sonny's. So, I mean, what do you think of the signs of overtraining are? What steps would you tell someone to implement to avoid it? Overtraining are... It's also about diet. Make sure you dieting and sleeping enough, but overtraining, you suddenly start slowing down and your reflexes start lagging, and or you run out of puff when you're doing a run that you're so used to doing. Something like that. These kind of things. The bum's never knocked down clean. All six knocks out him taking a knee. That's what I mean, Sven. You mentioned putting down and asking Paddy Pat, what odds do bum to take a knee? Do bum to quit on his knee? Yeah. What are the odds on Fury Usyk draw? I don't know, bro. Let's have a look. Man. I'll tell you, man. There's no rhetorical questions on the Triple B channel. So we look. Boxing. So what do you say? Tyson Fury draw. 16-1 on Paddy. That's not great odds, man. But you know, 22-1 would be quite good odds. Tournament Triple, what do you say is the biggest piece of shit in boxing? Oh, bloody hell, man. I mean, it's like deciding between this bit of shit, this bit of shit, this bit of shit, this bit of shit, you know, blood clot. That's a very difficult question. I'm not in a position to answer. Rich Towers just vanished after Lucas Brown ironed him out. Well, I think he knew it was it. He was basically just a big, strong, PED up, you know, puncher. You know, he's got quite a dark past. He's obviously a bit of a bad man. But, yeah, he obviously decided that was it. I'll go back to, you know, intimidating people. 60-1 rubbish for as well. Yeah, you'd expect to be 22-1. Eddie Hearn's 403 by way of, allegedly, says Mark. Yeah, there's not a single picture of gym gear. Yeah, I suppose there. Which these YouTube interviewing fools would call him out. I don't know, it's pathetic. None of them will. And he's even tried to make a so-called joke about it while he's hitting the pads. He's not terrible if you compare it to that Adam Smith, but like it's like, well, there's nowhere on earth you had 4 fights and won 3 by way of at super heavyweight in Billericay, and no one's got a picture or a film. Yeah, come on, get out of him. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right, because he has no morals. He's got no kindness. He worships himself. He's exceptionally selfish and manipulative, but his prefrontal lobe cannot make good plans for him. Panama Lewis was bad. Yeah, was it that young lad, Billy Collins, who got beat up and ended up killing himself? Yeah, it's pretty terrible, to be honest. Do you know, it's probably more common than people realise. Let's call it drugs used to be banned like Aldo Garcia does. He was on his knees sucking off Dillian 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he's such a good. Everyone knows he hates any non-black fighters. Right? Not just white. He especially hates whites. And that's his prerogative. You know, I'm like, well, whatever, man. But don't lie and pretend you're objective. Yeah. And, you know, and no black boxer could do anything wrong. Adrian Broner, oh, it's not his fault. He didn't have a father figure. I said, get out of it. He's like 30 plus. He's an idiot. He's a moron. His prefrontal lobe is pathetic, underdeveloped. But it's like it's lying and manipulating people and seething. Seething at Yaku. Yeah, I believe that. What have Eddie Hearn's own fights from Epstein? Yeah, fake Muslim. I mean, did you notice? I mean, it's hilarious. It's theatrical. It's so predictable. So Devin Haney's obviously made it very clear he's a recent Muslim convert. So he wears the cap or whatever. That's what him. And then suddenly, commenting before the heavy Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia appears. Spence Fearon, you know, wearing a robe and a Muslim cap. You know, I'm just like, come on, man, you're so fake, man. You're so whack, man. But the Muslim boxer actually seems to practice Ramadan is Baterbiev because the others fake. Yeah, I mean, it's up to them. And you can find I'm not going to judge them on that. I don't, I've got my own beliefs, but like, there's always loads of exceptions, I believe, to fasting. I mean, top level books, I'm sure the low level guys who practice Ramadan. Doesn't Habib? Well, obviously I can't read that out. Blood clot, it's been 3.5 hours. I haven't eaten anything, man. You know? This is not what I envisaged my night to be. Okay, I'm going to close up. I say thank you to our boy Shane Boggle, 666. Palm up with a £2. Get a half a shandy. 330 from my boy Alex Fella. Can you do Jonathan Fury impression? I did a bad job tonight. Shane Boggle, 330. My boy Don Diddy 5 towards your favorite vape. So we thank you, my man. Take it easy. Any true narcissists give themselves the nicknames online. It's so laughable. It's so pathetic. It's so transparent. Anyway, peace in the Middle East, guys. I'll see you later, all right?